for a little controversy.
Now, if any of you sons of bitches got anything else to say, now's the fucking time!
Hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. It's time to celebrate the moment. I feel it in my soul. It's written in my bones so deeply. I wanna lose control. So turn it up a little more and laugh along with me. The show is about to begin. Series 103. Yeah, so get ready. Yeah, I'm so ready. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. Sing it like, hey, are you ready? Jim and Sam are here. Feel it like, hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. So if you feel it like I do, you gotta sing it with me too. Like, hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. Yuck.
Hi. Hi. Good morning. It's more enthusiasm than I feel.
You don't feel enthusiastic?
No, I don't feel a lack of it. Just
Oh.
I just put on a little more than I felt. Good morning.
That's good.
It's not necessarily natural.
No. But you're not enthusiastic.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad.
Just even keeled.
Even keeled, yeah.
That's good.
Bit of an just irritating day. You know how it is. You just got a lot of shit to get done before you travel.
Your road trip.
Just a lot of stuff, little stuff
Like
to
what?
get done.
Just
Just
get snacks for the car.
didn't do that yet. No.
8 hours long drive.
No, but I watched my unboxing video. This fat pig. Oh,
Who?
me.
Oh,
Oh, God.
now, are you gonna post it or you don't?
No, I'm
want
too fat.
Too fat. Too fat to post.
When I lose the weight, I'll post. Like, hey, look how fat I was.
Right. Well, what about all that great content? The unboxing of the bed cooling pad.
Yeah, I mean, viral video just waiting to happen.
Are you worried that you're gonna miss out on the hits?
No.
No.
No, I'm not.
The views and the likes?
No, I don't anticipate a great deal of traffic.
You don't think it'll be overwhelming? You don't think you'll experience what Netflix did?
Oh, it shut down because of the traffic?
Yeah.
No, I don't,
Okay.
actually.
All right.
No.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
No. No, I'm concerned it'll be shut down due to dust in the pipes.
We thought it was the service had been shut down. There was just no activity.
Yeah, there was just, the pipes got creaky and broke. Yeah, maybe I'll post it, but whenever I, lose a few pounds first.
That's the story of your life, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'll do this. Are you back? Like, if Sirius was like, okay, I know you guys said before you wanted to take new pictures. We're ready now.
No, I was ready,
Okay.
and I put some weight back on. I got to drop it again.
Right.
I didn't put all my weight back on, just a few pounds, but still.
Are you going to drop? When do you think you're going to drop? I mean, it's going to be tough to drop it when it's road trip fever.
Nah, I mean, I'm a little tougher, but I'll be all right. My fucking vitamins that I ordered, all those vitamins.
What vitamins?
I told you I talked to those people, and I got a whole bunch of vitamins. I didn't do TRT, but I get everything but the TRT just to see how I feel.
Right.
And it's been like 2 weeks or a week and a half, and I'm like, where are these things? And it turns out they sent them to a different state. So I was talking to the woman. I was like, all right, well, what are we doing?
Yeah, can I have them?
I'm not in Texas.
No.
So I think I'll be getting them by Monday.
Well, that'll be good.
Get my vitamins going.
We'll see.
Do you take vitamins? I'll take any.
I try to pop a multivitamin or something, but I don't.
I take nothing.
Yeah, not regularly. Not as regularly as I should. My wife will, like, put a multivitamin with, like, a meal or something for me. But if she doesn't make me a meal one day, I will forget.
Yeah. I eat the little gummy ones, which I don't
Yeah.
like because they're too sugary. It's like eating a treat. It's like just eat a vitamin, you fucking sissy.
What? You don't like it because...
I just don't. It's like a little piece of candy.
Right.
I don't need that. Gummy treat, my 5.
Yeah.
Just give me a fucking vitamin. I'll swallow it.
I see. You just because there could be some enjoyment there. You're like, I have to strike that from the record.
No, but I don't need it. Like it's too little enjoyment to justify it triggering a desire for more enjoyment. A gummy fucking vitamin gets you kind of wanting a piece of candy.
Does it?
Yeah. You need a gummy vitamin.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't mind having a couple of gummy bears.
No, I eat gummy vitamins, but I don't go like, all right, somebody get me a Butterfinger.
Yeah, a treat is on the horizon.
It is.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
All right.
And there's treats in the house. I have to avoid them. Very hard.
Other people in the house like treats?
They do, yeah.
Okay.
And they can eat them.
They can.
Yep. Because they're not fat pigs.
They're not?
No.
Some people in the house are.
Uh-huh.
I see.
Yep.
All right. I mean,
50%.
50%
of the people in the house are blubber-sided pigs.
50% side-fatted
Pigs.
hogs.
Hogs. Yeah.
Wow.
Weak-willed, side-fatted hogs.
That's a huge ratio.
It sure is.
50% is high.
I am literally, I'm built like prime rib.
Okay. People love prime rib.
They do, yes.
Yeah.
But not to look at.
No.
And not to fuck.
No. Yeah, no. I don't know anybody that does that.
They like to throw it next to mashed potatoes.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at.
Well, I see. Do you put like the treats on a high shelf or something?
I don't know where she puts them.
Good.
I'll stumble on them once in a while.
Ooh.
It's hard for me not to eat matzah. I love fucking matzah.
How come you can't eat matzah?
You like it, Mike? You're nodding, or you're nodding? It's gross.
I mean, I enjoy it. Like matzo ball soup is good. I just didn't think you kept matzah in the house.
Yeah, it's a great carb. I mean, it's not healthy, but it's tasty.
It is good.
A nice big piece of matzah
Right.
with some spray butter and a teeny sprinkling of sea salt. Holy fuck, is that good?
No, it is. It's a good thing you're describing, but I'm probably with Mike in the sense that like I wouldn't have thought that would just be in your house.
No, when you're shopping and you see a box of matzah
You grab
crackers, oh, come on.
You do grab it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Yeah.
And there was these other things she got, these like matzah they're they're built like matzah, but they taste a little better through the whole box.
You went through
The
them
whole
all?
fucking box.
Are they saltine crackers? Is that
no,
what you're thinking of?
They're big and they're
Oh.
bland. You need a little bit of butter and a little bit of, but they have a nice crunch to them.
You like that?
Holy shit. Don't
Yeah.
you?
No, I like a crunch, yeah. Yeah. And I like matzah. I don't often have it, but, during the high holy days, we'll have matzah.
Of course,
around.
to celebrate.
Sure,
yes.
sure.
He has risen. Good news.
Put a piece of deli meat on that too. That'll be even better.
You know what you do?
Yeah.
Put a meat carrot on top.
Well, it already got the crunch. You don't need the carrot.
No, because what would happen is you bite into it,
Right.
and the carrot's so hard it would collapse. It would concave the rest of the matzah. You
Ruin
can't
it.
have such a hard thing on top of matzah delicate. Like you said, a piece of deli meat.
Uh-huh.
A nice piece of fucking, nice lean turkey.
Right.
Take a bite.
Matzah's not bad for you, though, is it?
Sure.
I mean, I guess if
Pure carbs and shit.
if you eat a ton of it,
Yeah,
that's the problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's good in stew. Some stew.
You eat matzah stew.
You have matzah, you dip a little stew on it, you spoon out some, like Colin drinking tea with his fucking dumb muffin.
Right.
Put a
You-
little stew on top of the matzah, forget it.
Do you eat a lot of stew?
Not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes she makes a bland stew.
Is it not the most flavorful?
I would suggest that it isn't.
I made a stew. Oh.
Good news.
Great.
Great news.
No, we don't need to order anything.
It's not bad.
No.
It's not bad, but it's just,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard to be bad if there's no flavor to it. It just is.
it has a flavor. It's nice, but
But
maybe it's not salty enough, and I can't eat. You shouldn't eat a lot of salt. It's bad for you.
But it's a little bland.
I would say I would tend to speculate that it might be on the bland side. Yeah.
All right.
A little bland.
All right. Well.
Some bland stew.
Well, I mean, it's good that you have somebody in the home that's cooking. You used to never have home cooked meals.
Sure. She
The-
gets
the oven's
bonbons.
getting
She eats
bonbons.
bonbons, and I get bland stew.
This really is like, I mean, a early 1990s hack comedy bit. She's eating bonbons and watching The Nanny.
Honestly, that's it.
Like, do you ever see that movie Blast from the Past where they're living in a bomb shelter for 30 years and then they come out and they have to function?
No.
It came out in the 90s, but they're like, they went down in the late 50s.
Wow.
And now they have to function. Christopher Walken and Brendan Fraser, but this is like your partner.
So it's It's a comedy?
Yes.
Oh.
It's uproarious.
Oh! In a bomb shelter. Oh!
Are you sure you haven't seen
Oh!
this movie? That's exactly what it sounds like.
Bombs are falling.
That's what, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the first
I like
thing.
Alicia Silverstone. What a cute fucking woman she was.
Yeah, this was the,
Wasn't she? No, I mean, like when she, I'm sure she still is, but
pretty cute girl, pretty cute girl.
but she's cute, right?
Yeah, she looks great. She just did a Super Bowl commercial. She still looks like the Clueless chick.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
she
should say
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's still I'm sure. Would I still let her spit in my mouth? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think she would do that. Isn't she the one?
Yep.
Choose food. Yeah.
Choose
Like
food.
a bird.
Yeah. Yeah, Blast from the Past was her right off of Clueless. It was like, let's make her into an A-lister.
This is both of their best movies.
And Walking too?
Yep.
Okay.
Brendan Fraser, very handsome still.
Yes, I believe this was...
Is that in the Furry Vengeance era?
No.
Oh,
This is
my-
before Furry Vengeance. This is when... I believe this is pre-George of the Jungle, post-Airheads.
Ah. And who's Christopher Walken? The dad?
The dad. Yeah, they think there's going to be, the big one's going to drop. World War II and all. And so they go into the bomb shelter, but they are confused. The big one's not dropping.
Ah, I see.
And so then it locks for 30 years or whatever.
When do they go in? Let me ask.
And when
Is
they
it the
come-
Cuban Missile Crisis that sends them down in the 60s, or when are they born?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't remember.
One of those events.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the threat of nuclear disaster was looming.
For 30 years.
Yeah, and then they come up and they have to deal with 90s shot culture,
Ah,
which is tough.
sure.
They're
Hey, Daddy-O.
right. They're coming from the white picket fence era,
Yeah.
and now they're dealing with 90s shot culture.
Yeah.
Talk about a fish out of water.
Oh, my God. Hilarity must ensue.
But I tell you, you get this Brendan Fraser who's living life, he was a child. And then he comes in the 1950s or 60s or whatever. And then he comes up, it's the 90s, but still, opposites attract.
I mean, you're not wrong.
He and Alicia Silverstone, they find love.
Thanks.
Spoiler.
Travis got my text last night. It's crazy. You saw that already. Is that the episode you were talking about?
Yeah.
I figured
And
it was.
it's incredible.
I'm gonna. Does it happen with?
Yeah.
I read something else that kind of gave that away. Like,
Not a major news publication.
like they just mentioned a pillow. I'm only gonna say that.
It's great.
What are we talking about?
Hang on. Since we all know,
I sent Travis. I didn't. I assumed this is what it was because I had seen something in a news story about a pillow, but I made sure that he had already seen it. So I don't want to
Seen what?
I was excited. I thought maybe you had caught up.
No, I just read
Hang
it.
on, man. I'm going to find it for you.
Yeah, I'll show
Talking
you.
about a mystery show.
I don't want to blow it for people watch because it's still really new.
Okay, look at what the Daily Mail.
Look at this fucking. Look at these dickheads in their headline.
Where? Oh,
Right here.
that's hilarious.
I mean, it's 2 weeks.
Like, I understand it's
Hey,
enough
man.
time, but like, what? It's so unnecessary.
So, and the comments are just like, thanks a lot.
Well, it has-
Yeah.
and especially because it has nothing to do. They're talking about two different
Zero
shows.
to do with it. Yeah.
And they're spoiling one show. But the one show doesn't have anything to do with the other show.
Zero to do with it.
So unnecessary.
It's just a way of getting,
It's it's just to get the clicks on. So if you're Googling that show, you'll get
There you go, yep.
whatever show you're Googling, that story will come up.
Yeah,
They're just feeding the algorithm.
It's a dick move. I mean, it's a dick move.
They don't care.
No, of course not.
They don't care. They're just feeding it. They want those. They want those searchable terms in there.
No, that's just putting them in the article.
Yeah, 100%. They just want They just want a headline with all the searchable terms.
Yeah, but I saw I saw something about a pillow, and I'm like, I wonder if that ties in. It was some other. It might have been there or somewhere else, but I just kind of figured it out.
I saw something about a pillow, a stolen election. And it was all the same guy talking. So I don't know.
I've also seen Caligula, so I kind of understand how certain things happen.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of the MyPillow guy, I mean, he's not directly related to this, but I guess all the Dominion lawsuits are all starting to roll out now,
And they're moving forward.
and they're moving forward. And Fox News set a bad precedent for everybody else.
There was speculation as they were moving because everyone you motion to dismiss. You always try to get rid of it. every single judge, not just with Fox, but with Sidney Powell, with I guess Mike Lindell, with Rudy Giuliani, and whatever that other network, that news network is.
Not America One.
He was one.
I
Like,
think it's
that.
OAN, right?
maybe OAN, yes.
OAN?
But the
One America, yeah.
yeah. They all said, nope, this can move forward.
Oof.
We can't dismiss it. Right, there is merit to it, and it's like, is this freedom of the press or whatever? So they started getting into all these private text messages and things to show that they were doing something beyond what they believed was news. All
Right,
of them.
that there was a concerted effort to push
Yeah.
this story forward.
Although Tucker's texts to Sidney Powell, who was like, hey, if you have to prove this. These are crazy allegations if you can't prove. Like, he seemed to be saying to her, you better have fucking proof. Although he wasn't sued personally, but
No.
he seemed like he was getting on her to say, hey, show what proof you have. And Fox News settled for 786.5 million?
Actually, at a million.
It's 787.
787.
I thought they rounded up.
It's 787.5.
787.
Oh, 787, which is about half of what was that exactly half of what they asked for. They asked for 1.6 billion, 1,600,000,000.
Probably about half.
Close, yeah.
And they wanted to avoid the trial.
5 pending lawsuits. Okay, both networks. OAN, Newsmax, Rudy, Mike Lindell, Sidney Powell.
When you settle for $787 million,
0.5.
I stand corrected.
That's an extra 500K.
It's $750 million. I mean, now Fox will survive because they're Fox, but you're
Still
right.
a hit.
What's also that there's no company that for Elon that's a hit.
Yeah.
No one doesn't feel
No.
$750 million.
Anybody that was 3/4 of the way through the job interview process at Fox is going, oh,
Fuck.
no.
And they delayed the trial start. I think Fox knows too, in New York or wherever. Oh, that was Delaware. It's Delaware. Maybe they feel like their brand, there's enough people that are against them to begin with that they'll have a hard time getting someone to empathize with them. Or maybe any news organization would feel that way.
I just think from everything I read, they had no defense.
There was
It was
enough.
just going to be an embarrassing
Yeah.
trial,
And then
because people would be called.
And they probably didn't want more text messages being released.
Yes.
Like, that's part of it, too, that if you're going to go to trial and defend it, you also have to be willing to go like, yep, you're going to put all of my information on the table. Emails are going to be gone through.
right.
Texts are going to be gone through. Like those texts that of like Tucker saying that he hated Trump or whatever.
I didn't read. I heard about those, but I didn't actually see what he said.
Yeah, like, but that's just to say, even stuff that doesn't directly relate to it.
Yep.
If you can prove peripherally it relates to it, all of it becomes public record, and I'm sure Fox News doesn't want that either.
Right, and then they were going to call Rupert Murdoch to testify. They were going to call the Sons to testify. You just don't need it. You don't want to be in open court.
And Rupert Murdoch was like, "Fuck off."
Yeah, fuck off. He's in his 90s. He doesn't need this shit.
No.
I mean,
No,
I'm sure
he's
the
gonna
Sons
take-
weren't happy.
No, yeah, because he's going to take it out of their end.
Of course. It's not coming out of Rupert's. But those guys have so much money. That is a huge hit, but it's not going to change anything in their lives or in their overall financial portrait. They'll make that money back. It'll just take a few years.
Yeah, I mean, it may change how they run business, right? They might spend a little less freely. Like, even if it doesn't affect your day to day, you run a small business. When you see like, oh, there's a different amount of money going out than there was coming in, let's tighten the reins a little bit.
Yeah, that also shows other news networks, whether it's CNN or any of them, that like if you fuck around and if there's enough to what somebody is suing you for, like just because you're the news, a judge won't automatically throw it out. Like, you know what I mean? Like there are cases where you're going to have to dig up all your private communications. So I think all the networks are probably panicking a little bit about this.
And Rupert may have seen the data. He may have seen the chart where you can see like the more you fuck around, the more you're likely to find out.
That is a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
I've heard that.
The last thing he wanted to do was fuck around more and find out more.
And so Sidney Powell, stupid fucking Rudy,
No.
who had the country in his pocket.
No.
Everyone loved Rudy after 9/11.
Keep your stupid country in your pocket.
New York's mayor, law and order, great prosecutor, and just my opinion is that he's a drunk. I think he's a fucking blithering, drunk who just makes dumb decisions when he's fucked up.
One time
fucking tell him you won. You're the fucking president.
Forgot about that.
You're the fucking president.
Rudy, your hair's dripping down your face.
Yeah, I mean, like it's been bungle after bungle.
They call him Mr. Bungle.
They really should. Now Trump is suing Michael Cohen for $500 million. The whole thing's a mess. Everyone is suing each other. Tisha James is suing Trump.
How do you keep up?
Dude, it's literally everybody has a. You know what it is? It's like watching people with blindfolds and hatchets.
Yeah.
Just
swinging.
swing them and mostly swinging so they anticipate being hit.
Yeah.
So they're trying to chop somebody else's head off before they get cut up.
But it's also like, if that's the number, 787.5, like, Rudy's getting sued as an individual.
He's just bankrupt. Forget, he's finished.
He's just bankrupt.
You're bankrupt because the legal fees are going to crush
Yeah.
you. And it wasn't like they settled and all of these other people's suit got settled. I'm sure Fox probably protected their own employees, but they, you don't go out and say, "Hey, Rudy, that's still a pending lawsuit."
Right. James in Virginia.
This
What's
is
up?
right. Yep.
What's up, James?
He's absolutely right.
Hey guys, how you doing this morning?
Hi, James.
Good.
You're right.
So I know this isn't Bloomberg that I'm calling into.
That's right.
However, these guys, they have insurance for all this.
Yep.
And all of it's getting covered by insurance. Their insurance premiums will go up. That's fine.
That's
and they'll
right.
require them to change policy internally for them to continue to be covered down the road. So this is not going to affect their business from a financial side whatsoever.
You're absolutely right, and guarantee it's the insurance company that decided to settle. You're right. That was probably the insurance company who said we're going to lose more if we go to trial, and they probably decided to settle it.
Which means it's not unthinkable that Fox has $1 billion in legal insurance.
yeah, oh yeah. But James, what if they
He's done.
don't? You know what?
If they have 500 million,
What if they
or
have 300 or 250 million?
Yeah.
And maybe Fox said we'll take the other 250 million or
they-
500.
Right. I mean, their insurance is like when you get into a car accident and it's your fault, your insurance goes up on your car.
Yes, but you
Right.
also
So it's still going to cost them.
100%, but not as much as this.
Not $700 million.
But that's right. What do you think their policy was for?
That's the question. Do they have $1 billion in legal insurance? Like, this is kind of, I want to say unprecedented, but I don't know the history of Fox getting sued. But I would imagine there's not that many cases where they have to pay out $787.5 million.
That's right.
And I tell you, I don't think that Rudy Giuliani has $1 billion in lawsuit insurance.
Lindell doesn't, and
No, he
neither
certainly
does
does
Sidney
not.
Powell.
That's a lot of pillows.
Yes, a lot of pillars. Yeah, you wonder how much do they have?
This is a guy who's like, he probably remembers when he made his first million selling pillows. And now he's not in that conversation anymore. He's about to be out $1 billion.
Yeah, his obsession with what he got obsessed with is going to cost him a lot of money because these guys are all paying for attorneys.
Remember when he thought President Trump called him on live on the air?
Yeah.
It was a prank.
I know the friendship with the president is probably an amazing thing, and you get caught up in it.
But just sell your pillows, dude.
You got to know when to back off and just shut up. You have to know when to shut the fuck up.
Kenny Rogers told you. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
back to moving pillows.
Yeah. Know when to walk away. Know when to shut up.
Know when to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
He had it, man. He was, if you were a Republican, that's where you went for your pillows.
And he
had it.
And everybody liked him. And he was, and look.
It was a story of recovery. It was a story of rebirth.
Yep. Nobody mind. I don't care that he's a Trump, he supports Trump. And that's fine. But just when you start defaming a company or accusing them of a crime or something really bad, you better know what the fuck you're talking about. You better know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he would sue if somebody was like, yeah, you can't get a comfortable night's sleep on these.
Or they're
It's
defective
impossible.
pillows or they're stuffed
Right.
with fucking yak fur.
Yeah.
Imagine someone's going around just saying his pillows cause cancer. Why? Because yak fur is in them.
He'd be so pissed.
He'd be furious. First of all, yak fur doesn't cause cancer.
No, it doesn't.
You're making that up.
The yaks would be furious too.
Yeah, they would.
They'd sue as well. The yak farms of America.
You know how itchy a yak fur pillow would be?
So itchy.
It would suck.
It would be the worst. Even if it didn't give you cancer, it would still be uncomfortable.
Yep.
That's why you can't say that.
No.
It's a legal problem.
So yeah, that's a big hit. And you're right. It's bad.
It's worse for the individuals than it is for Fox.
Oh, well,
A
and
lot
it's
worse.
terrible for OAN and Newsmax.
Yeah, they don't have. They're not sitting on billions and billions of dollars. They don't have like the Murdochs.
Yeah, that's News Corp.
bankrolling them.
That's News Corp.
News Corp.
That's an empire.
Yes, that's the show Succession.
That's right.
Based on News Corp.
They're a big piece, but a piece of an. What else does News Corp own? I mean, it's a piece of a giant empire. The New York Post. There's a lot of money coming from a lot of places.
Yeah.
Newsmax, OAN, I don't think have that same cushion.
No.
Mike Lindell does not. He's not part of an empire.
It's ironic that
It's a
Mike
pillow fort.
It's ironic that he doesn't have the same cushion. 'Cause
That's
that's
right.
literally what he
He
makes.
certainly doesn't.
They own a lot.
Yeah, they got their own building over here.
That's right.
That's not normal in New York. You get a floor, you rent a space.
right.
They got a building.
They own Dow Jones and Company, which publishes the Wall Street Journal. They own News UK, which publishes the Sun and the Times. News Corp Australia, REA Group, which operates some real estate website in Australia. Realtor.com. They own HarperCollins.
Yeah,
I mean, they'll be all right.
yeah, that's a big hit. But in the overall picture of it, News Corp will survive, and so will Fox. Be fine. You're
They'll
right.
be
They're
fine.
insured.
They're insured. They will probably make sure that nobody spouts off at the mouth going forward. They
Can
don't
I-
want to do another one of these.
Can I speculate
Please
that
do.
stupid Rudy
Yeah.
does not have errors and omissions insurance? That will
all?
cover $1 billion.
$1 billion worth.
Even if he did, there's $600 million on the table.
Yeah, no, I don't think. He might be good for like 30,000.
He's literally doing cameos.
Well, he's trying to do 600 million
Yeah.
worth of cameos.
When you're being sued for 1.6 billion, it's hard to keep your chin up with cameos.
So Rudy's got it a little easier. His lawsuit is $1.3 billion.
billion,
Oh.
billion.
Yeah, but no, but that 300 million difference. Okay.
Yeah.
How much is Sidney Powell?
1.6.
Okay, that's rough for him.
They said, you know what? This bitch said $300 million worth of shit worse than Rudy.
But Rudy is covered, I think. He actually I was on Cameo yesterday, and he upped his rate to $3.8 million per Cameo.
Yeah, so he's hoping he gets 1,000 of them. Yeah.
Right, so that should be fine, I think. He's done a lot. He has a lot of reviews up, so I don't think that'll be a problem.
Yeah. Jerry in Georgia.
What's up, Jerry?
Hi, Jerry.
Hey, one thing it does is it takes Fox out of the news where CNN, MSNBC, whatever, would have had a 6-week trial. And there
Oh,
would
yeah,
have been,
they would have had a lot of fun reporting on it.
right. But although there weren't any cameras in, or weren't going to be any cameras in the courtroom itself, these people were setting up, little studios in Delaware.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. That would have been a field day for every other network.
Don Lemon would have done, let's just do the show from outside the courtroom, the whole show every
Yeah, it's
every
raining.
morning.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Let it rain on me.
And then Sidney Powell is a woman.
You didn't know that?
Shout out. I don't even know who Sidney
Oh,
Powell
it
is.
was one of Trump's lawyers.
Sam, come on.
And she didn't she
Shout outs
give,
to Sydney, by the way. My apologies.
didn't she give the explanation that the reason I'm not suable is because I didn't believe any reasonable person would believe it?
Yeah, she said something like that.
Yeah, it was some asshole's explanation, which I guess you have to.
She's an idiot.
That's the legal way of saying I was just talking my shit.
I was kidding.
I was only kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. I
you,
was
Jerry.
kidding. He tells her that her fucking womb is busted. I was kidding. Help lepers.
Mike Lindell's also on the hook for 1.3.
Well,
All
so
right.
1.3. Okay.
Yeah, I guess that he's toned down a little bit.
He seems like the type of person who's going to want to fight this.
He's gonna fight it.
Well, what's the alternative?
It's true. He's got my pillow money.
He's going
How
to.
many pillows has he sold?
That's not. He's not that. He hasn't sold $1 billion.
Right.
Okay.
Even in the BOGO days.
He's really. He's gonna keep talking. He's one of those guys. But you know what? There will come a moment, the same way with the YouTuber, where the reality, the wall hits you.
Yeah.
And you realize you're helpless. Like, I have nothing, and the money is they're gonna like garnish your money.
You can only be in denial for so long. The garnishing of the wages is the thing that you don't consider.
I don't know where his home is, but I just don't know how they would get that money. I mean, he might just bankrupt. If you bankrupt yourself, you're usually probably okay, but
$1
billion is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I wonder what would have happened if any of those individuals in that moment had been willing just to come out and apologize and admit they were wrong. They probably wouldn't have dropped the lawsuit at that point. Definitely not for the news, but
maybe the individuals.
Maybe. Who
I
knows?
apologize. I have no evidence. Something like that.
Yeah, you'd have to really grovel.
Yeah.
Boy, Rudy must have shit when he saw that fucking Fox settled.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We probably called him right away, but accidentally called MSNBC.
Yeah, can't believe you fucking idiot settled. Hi,
What?
it's Rachel Maddow. Oh,
Oh, never mind.
sorry.
You guys are right next to each other on my speed dial.
Yeah.
You think it was an early drinking day for Rudy yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, earlier than normal, probably.
Yeah.
He
You
does
think
seem like he gets a little tipsy.
Yeah.
You think he drinks?
I think he has a few at lunch, yeah.
Is he still doing his podcast?
I don't know. Good question.
It's funny that he actually has video on his.
If he is doing his podcast, I bet the ad rates have gone up.
Yeah. 200 million for an ad, Rudy, but can't do it.
Yeah.
He's hoping to get 5 ads and cover it.
We're going to need to talk about this CPM going forward.
Common sense.
You think he's like Travis, just Instagramming his bottles of whiskey?
Yeah, he still does it.
Does he?
Yep.
His pod?
Is it
What's
popular?
What's his pod called?
Rudy Giuliani's Common Sense.
Common sense.
I mean, it's just as basic a title as you could possibly have. What if we call it Common Sense? Nobody thought of that, Rudy.
Let's see if he's still doing Cameo.
I mean,
Yeah, and if you could do the math, Travis, to find out how many cameos to get to 1.3 bill.
yeah, but don't forget that they take a piece. And don't count the
minus-
ones with the shitty iPhone.
Right. So minus like 30% or so.
All right, his videos are now $325.
Okay, so he would need to sell.
What's he at? 1.3 billion?
Yep,
I don't know.
1.3.
Apple calculator.
Figure you got to be settled. Let's say he settles for 500 million.
500 million. Okay.
Yeah, because that's reasonable.
So he needs to sell like 1.5 million cameos.
320
This month.
Yeah, 1.5 million cameos or so this month.
Yeah, and probably a little more because, like Jim said, Cameo takes their cut.
He's really banking on people booking a live call for $975. That'll speed up the process quite a bit.
Threefold.
Yeah, that's right.
Alex in Texas. I believe I can answer that.
This says Alexis in Texas.
Oh, sorry, it's my bad eyes.
Alexis, Texas?
It could be Alex, though.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi, Alexis.
Hello. I can't do the, computer looking up shit, but I think isn't there like a cap on this, like in civil court? Like,
They said no cap.
Really?
They said we're suing you for this, no cap. And it was like, oh shit.
No cap. Yeah.
I thought
no.
there was cap for sure.
I think some places have some type of a cap and some places don't, but they also settled. So if they settled for 787 million, that's Fox going, we'll give you this.
Yeah.
If you just stop the lawsuit. And
Just
they
leave
both
us alone.
Yeah, they both agreed to walk away. But maybe a jury has
but
the
there's
discretion.
there's like tort laws on this that, even though it says this much money, like that old McDonald's lawsuit with the hot coffee, and a lot of these lawsuits you hear of them settling, but the actual like plaintiffs, they don't get that money. That's just like a figure that's made up, but it's like usually in like tort law, it's like capped at like 250,000. Like
Right.
that's it. So they make up this number, but the people aren't actually on the hook for that much money.
Well, Alexis, let me ask you a question. There was a team of probably 16 lawyers walking into that courtroom. If there was a tort law that would prevent them from having to pay more than $250,000, do you think somebody in the office who said, "Look, let's give them $787 million," you don't think the other lawyers would have said, "No, we don't have to do that"?
No, they probably would wait for Alexis
That's just like a number. I don't know.
They
I'm
probably-
not in front of my computer.
they
Don't
probably-
don't you have a team of people to look it up?
They probably wait
Or-
for Alexis to come forward and say, "I don't have a computer lookup thing, but what about
I'm not a lawyer or anything.
Well, was it
I'm
in-
just a
was it in
I'm
civil
just a
court?
Joe Schmo from Texas. So
Yeah, by
I
the
don't
way,
know.
yes, it was civil
was?
court.
Okay.
I believe so. Can you check out, Travis, the tort law in Delaware? There are certain things where you can't be awarded more, I think, but then there are other times where you can be. Like Hulk Hogan got $100 million.
I love that you called him Hulk Hogan, like his gimmick name. It's just so funny that.
Oh
like,
yeah, Hulk Hogan.
That's his name.
That's his
That's
name.
his name. Yeah, it's Hulk Hogan.
Well,
he got
brother Hulk Hogan had a 9-inch penis, but I don't know about Terry.
Yeah. He got $100 million from Gawker. They couldn't
Thank
afford
you,
to pay
Alexis.
all that, but I mean, yeah, he was allowed to get that. I guess it's different laws in different states.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, these are. If your lawyer misses this, you have a very, very bad lawyer.
Yeah,
I think, I'm gonna guess that the legal teams went over that.
Can you imagine if today the headline was lawyers bungle only would have had to pay $250,000 if they lost in court, panicked and gave almost $1 billion.
Yeah, Dominion is just sitting there going, "Holy shit! They just offered us way more than they had to."
I mean, they just didn't read the statute.
Just quick, say yes,
Crazy.
say yes, say yes. Hopefully they don't turn on Jim and Sam. Alexis is gonna give them the scoop.
James in Virginia has some more info.
Oh, what's up, James?
Hey, gents. Alexis sounded cute, but she's not correct.
Okay.
Are you a lawyer, James?
I play one on TV, but
Nice.
no, I'm not.
Okay.
Nice.
At the end of the day, so when you have
Yeah, apparently.
I was involved in a company that had to deal with that. So that's part of it. But also, you got to realize now that they switched over to individuals, the bar is very high for them to prove that there is financial damages from somebody's words. It's a very, very high bar. On Fox, because they're on the news all the time, they're on TV, it was a much lower bar. But to say that that pillow guy caused $1.6 billion in financial damages to a company, it's going to be very, very difficult to prove in court. And you look at it from a libel side of things, which is, written instead of defamation, which is verbal. Like in Virginia when they had the issue with Johnny Depp and whatever. That
Amber.
girl shit the bed.
Yeah, Amber
Yeah,
Heard.
that's her. Yeah. So the reason hers is all in writing, and so they could prove directly her words impacted his financial gain or lack thereof. It's going to be very hard for these guys to prove this in court for a voting system from a pillow guy on TV.
No, it might be, but if the bottom line is you still have to pay to litigate, and you have to pay against a team of lawyers who now is $700 million. I mean, they probably know that they're not going to get much out of Rudy and all of them, but don't forget OAN has insurance, Newsmax has insurance. There's two other smaller news networks that are insured, and they're going to try to get something from them.
And part of it too is like
those
we're gonna make your
guys
life.
will end up settling.
Yes.
The individual guys, they're just not going to get dick out of them, and it's going to be tough to prove that they caused that much damage individually to a large company.
Right, but they may be able to prove
Thank
some
you, James.
damage because one was Trump's lawyer. Two of them were Trump's lawyers.
Right.
And one would be considered a confidant of Trump or a public figure. Don't forget, James, these are individuals, but they're public figures. All of them are public figures.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Lindell set up a platform for himself so he could go on and do all. He did a documentary.
Right.
Like, he's not just on his pillow commercial saying this stuff. He literally created a documentary exposing all of this stuff. I mean, I think part of it too is if you ever this is what happens, so never do it again.
Yeah, and John in Staten Island. Yes. Yeah, I think you're right.
What's up, John?
Hey, I'm just curious. I could see a scenario where this doesn't play out so bad for Mike Lindell, because if Dominion has always been very hesitant, like they completely won't let anybody look at any of their codes or any of the way that the system operates. And if his claim is that the code and operating system, is fraudulent, wouldn't during discovery they have to be able to look at his code?
I'm sure, and I'm sure that they could have gotten that in discovery. But if that would have helped, do you think that a news network would have said, "Okay, we'll give you $750 million"?
No. I'm not saying for Fox. I'm saying for Lindell. Because I
It's the
can't
same-
see them
it's the same
allowing
lawsuit.
the code to be examined.
Dude,
examined.
it's the same thing. If Mike Lindell could prove that he was right, wouldn't Fox News?
I'm not saying he's right.
But yeah, maybe if he pursues it, you're right. If he fights it, would in discovery he get the? Maybe he would. It's almost like if you fought McDonald's and you made them give you the secret sauce, the ingredients for it.
I'm thinking he can win a game of chicken with them.
Oh, maybe, but you know what? He has to pay to litigate a game of chicken, and to pay against a company like that is really fucking expensive.
he doesn't have $1 billion, but I feel like he has a game of chicken money.
He might, or they may just eventually give up the codes. I mean, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's the one scenario I just can't see happening because, like, they wouldn't give it away to these state legislatures that were holding hearings about it. They're going to give it to the pillow guy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Thank you, John. Yeah.
Maybe he's right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they've got their ducks in a row.
Yes, Adam in Pittsburgh's an insurance guy. Normally, this is never a good sign on the phone. But now we're happy to hear it. But normally, you never go to that call.
What's up, Adam?
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Hello.
Hey, so these guys, for the insurance, Fox News, like, they probably have $1 million deductible, but the most insurance they have is $100 million. So this settlement's going to hurt these guys.
Right.
There's no way Lindell has that kind of money. So it's going to, I mean, $500 million is going to, cut back on some booze for somebody.
And really the problem is the real victims of this are the people trying to get a good night's sleep.
There you go.
What are they going to rest their heads on now?
Yeah, they're laurels. Yeah, so you think $100 million is probably the highest, Adam?
Yeah, you can't get an insurance policy for $1 billion. It's impossible. So Murdoch's going to have to sacrifice one of his kids, or who knows what's going to happen.
It's possible.
Yeah, I
think
think
it's going to be great.
All right, thanks, man. Chuck in Boston.
Whoever is the kid who's most like Kendall is probably the one that he's going to sacrifice, I think. Yeah. L to the OG. There's definitely a cross out.
Yeah.
Dad?
For sure. Which one did you want to go to, Jim? I'm sorry.
That's all right. Chuck in Boston.
What's up, Chuck?
Chuck, that's the stuff that your kids throw up in the toilet when you cook.
All right.
Anyway.
That's what your kids throw up.
Anyway, Mike Lindell and other people, they're not going to be able to sue them like they will Fox because Fox is a platform. If I came on here and started slandering somebody and you agreed with me and then they sued, who do you think they're going to come after? You guys with the platform.
Yeah, but guess what? Mike Lindell started his own platform.
Yes. And he was on the news just because even if you're a private citizen, you can be sued for this shit. But these guys are all public figures, and they do have platforms. They were going on Fox News and other networks too, and other places publicly. They weren't just private people throwing out a tweet.
Remember, Mike bought time on one of those, the OAN or Newsmax or whatever it was. Yeah, to air it, and it said this is his opinions.
Yeah.
Right. He said, it's my opinion, and that will get him out of the lawsuit.
Maybe for that.
Be able to sue. I don't think
No. OAN said this is Mike Lindell's opinion.
And then Mike Lindell came on and said, no, it's fact.
These are fact. Yeah. It's not just going to get him out of it. They may let him out of it, but if it was just going to get him out of it.
I don't think they let him out of it.
If it was just going to get him out of it, the motion to dismiss would have worked.
It went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said, no, the lawsuit can go on.
Yeah.
All right, so I think what's going to happen is Mike Lindell's going to sell, instead of cash, he's going to give him a bunch of My Pillows.
That's possible. Everybody needs to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's going to do, but I mean, he's not going to be on the hook for that kind of money, but it might just bankrupt him.
Yeah, they'll just.
They want to bankrupt these guys. They want to bankrupt Sidney Powell. They want to bankrupt Rudy.
Make a point.
Can you imagine that?
He can't just
because they dug in.
Yeah. He's going to go from saving America after 9/11 to being bankrupt. Rudy Giuliani
for like.
For what?
For literally running his stupid mouth about something he was wrong about.
Hey, remember when he did that press conference at the Four Seasons Landscaping?
And they had to act like they meant it.
No, this is the right place.
No, America.
It's 100% where we wanted to be.
Fucking embarrassing. Four Seasons Landscaping.
I love that the landscaping place was like, yeah, you can do it here, sure. All right.
Yes, Mike in New York. Wow.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Just a quick response to the earlier caller who said, the Dominion codes are coming out at trial. No, they're not.
Nope.
Discovery, there's a protective order that makes sure that all of the discovery is confidential. And even if Crazy Mike goes to trial, there's going to be rules in place that will protect what's called a trade secret from being revealed in a public courtroom.
Okay.
So the lawyers will be able to ask questions about it. They'll be able to cross-examine about it, but they won't actually be able to display or publish the actual information that was part of those codes.
But let me ask you, so the private text messages or emails between court, that's not a trade secret, so that can be made public. No. But what if the lawyers need to question certain things where you have to be specific about the code? I mean, are they allowed to ban the media from writing about it, or how do they clear the courtroom? How do they address that in front of the jury if they have to do it?
What they'll do is they'll create redacted documents that will have enough information that both sides and the judge will agree on is enough to be able to question the witnesses.
Okay.
Without providing the details of how the system operates.
And if the details to how the systems operate are the only way to get to what would be the question, how do they protect that from getting out?
They'll probably, I mean, this is not going to trial, but in all reality, if it were, they would probably come up with an agreement that ahead of the trial that certain information, generalizing the language of what was there, where they'll read to the jury a statement that says, information X, Y, and Z was programmed into the Dominion voting machines.
Okay. Would they ever clear the courtroom and do that without anybody in there? They wouldn't.
Not for something like this, no.
Okay. All right. Thanks, man.
Mike.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I wonder if actual attorneys get annoyed that whenever a story like this comes up, everybody becomes an attorney. You know what I mean? Like everybody becomes an expert on court law.
Yes and no. If you're willing, like I'm willing to, I want to hear what the attorneys say. Mm-hmm. So they probably like it because it gives them a chance.
Yeah, that's true.
To go, hey, I'd love to hear what a lawyer says. Do you know how often you hear that? Very rarely.
Almost as rare as I'd like to hear what the insurance guy has
exactly.
to say.
Insurance and lawyers are lining up to the phones. But I like hearing what the lawyers say.
I do too. No, I do too. For sure.
But they probably hate when people act like they're experts. I'm not an expert. So I'm
That's
more
why
than
we ask questions instead of making declarative
But
statements.
people are like, nah, dude, no. Here's what's gonna, you don't know what the fuck you're talking. First of all, if you say dude, you don't know what you're talking about in this context.
Let me tell you. First of all, I don't have the computer lookup system.
Yeah.
But
believe me, if you think that, you're a booby. Wow.
Just love that you just heard Troy off Michael. Okay. Is this a real quote? Waylon?
Oh, Waylon.
Waylon in Colorado.
What's up, dudes?
Hello, sir.
Hey,
Hey,
That's
Waylon.
funny. Hey, Waylon.
Hey, do you think these vicious, ridiculous lawsuits are actually going to change the hearts and minds of the majority of the American public that realize that this last election was a sham?
I think most people think that
I think this is a parody.
Probably, yeah. I think most people think that Trump lost. I think he lost.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You disagree.
All right, Waylon.
Thank you, Waylon.
Would it be funny if we got sued for that call?
Right.
And lost.
Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
Okay.
Eric and Chester. Not the worst Chester, but also not the best Chester. What's up?
That's right. The Chester, formerly from Jim Brewer's hometown.
Oh, okay.
So I understand what the insurance guy was saying. He's right that typically you cannot get a policy from dollars.
More than 100 million?
Yeah, and I used to work for a reinsurance company. I won't say the name.
Oh.
But we would regularly insure nuclear power plants and baseball stadiums for $1 billion. And the way it works is it's called reinsurance. And I'm making the numbers up, but the first $100 million costs $10. The next $100 million costs $9. The next costs $8. And then all these insurances, like the one that's doing 4 to 5, they don't have to pay out unless the first 3 do. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
And that actually makes sense because that would be how the Springfield Isotopes always kept themselves safe from stuff like that.
That's why you're the least professional broadcaster, my man.
So what will happen is, like, if the first one paid $100 million, the second one now pays their $90 million, and so on until if they have $1 billion, who knows how much they have?
Well, yeah,
they'll all pay $100 million, but the premium for the second $100 million, like I have errors and omissions myself. The first $1 million costs about $2,200. The second $1 million was $7, and the third $1 million was $5. And so what happens, my lawyer told me, get twice the money because the insurance company will usually pay half your face value in lawyering, and then they'll settle.
I love a guy who gets errors and omissions insurance just because of all the times he calls into radio shows.
That's right. He knows.
I don't want Dominion coming after me. Boys.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
And maybe I'm not in Chester.
Ah.
See you later.
All right, Mike Lindell.
Yeah, it's good that he was working with the power plant and the baseball stadium because, I mean, I've heard stories of like power plants that put teams together at baseball stadiums, like softball teams, and they wipe out like most of Major League Baseball's top players. They just disappear. They get enlarged heads.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
As you're talking, I'm fantasizing about a fire breaking out in the studio.
I mean, some of them just walk off because they keep trying to shave their sideburns.
In the door, so none of us can get out. Us
It's
just
like
all
there's a-
suffocating.
It's like there's a potty in my mouth and everyone's invited.
Yeah, no, everyone wants to come.
Ryan in Florida.
No hustle, Skip.
Darrow.
Hello, Ryan.
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
I don't know who's going to get paid how much or what, but I do keep hearing about forthcoming lawsuits of Murdoch from the shareholders and whatnot. So maybe they'll all just get kicked out regardless of what they have to pay.
Why are the shareholders suing? I don't know why.
Apparently, because I guess the losses that they're going to have to lose on dividends or whatever for their stock in Fox, they're going to bring lawsuits against. The board is going to bring lawsuits against. them. That's what I heard on AP and NPR this morning.
Oh, okay.
Because now they'd technically be shareholders of lower stock.
Yeah.
The amount of money they lose, they're going to bring.
You're in trouble.
or something like that.
Where's my money?
You've got a domino lawsuit. Yeah.
Domino.
So he better start sacrificing both the kids because he's getting kicked out too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Hey, DeMar Hamlin is coming back, huh?
He cleared to play football.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's good news. It's nice.
The Bills defensive back who collapsed on the field after a seemingly routine tackle announced Tuesday that he intends to make an NFL comeback. And he explained to reporters what the doctors told him. The diagnosis of what happened to me was comatio.
Let me look at it. I'll say it. I'm good with the medical terms.
Comatio cordis?
Hold on.
Commotio cordis? Commotio cordis?
That sounds right.
Commotio cordi.
Commotio cordi.
Yeah.
It's a direct blow at a specific point in your heartbeat that causes cardiac arrest. So it's just like
That's kind of what they were talking about.
right,
a
just that
fluke.
freak timing,
Like it's got to be on the millisecond.
the exact time, the exact location to hit,
In the chest
And
as
boom.
it's beating, yeah.
or beeping.
Yeah, no, sometimes it beeps.
Yeah.
If you're fat and you back it up.
My heart is still in it, he said. My heart is still in the game. I mean, that's like when we're worried about your physical heart, not your metaphorical heart. I love the game. It's something I want to prove to myself, not nobody else.
You think he gets an applause when he goes out for the first time? His first tackle?
They're going to love him. Finally, they got a hero in Buffalo that's not OJ, you know? OJ was a big hero in Buffalo. He really screwed up Buffalo for a while.
I disagree. I think he's more of a hero.
I don't know if that's
because of his legal tactics.
They still love him. You see those photos of him like going to tailgates and just taking photos with everybody.
Yeah,
I think
they love him.
Yeah.
Because people thought
he went to the playoff game and like people
thought he would like break the yards record. They didn't realize by how much. He really ran a lot of yards.
Yes, he did.
So that's in Buffalo. When you go to Buffalo, they do point that out.
Hence the Hertz commercials from when I was a
That's
lad.
right. That's right.
Look, everybody loves him.
Like literally,
the juice is loose.
That's great.
That guy's shirt is a picture of a white Bronco.
He probably laughed at that.
He says the juice is
Yeah.
loose. He goes, good one.
this is why you can never believe when the country pretends to be upset about anything, whether it's Bud cans or any other thing, because OJ cut his wife's throat, and they're like, "Can we please take a picture?"
Whoa.
Yeah.
He was financially responsible.
That's what I mean.
For his wife's throat being cut.
That's what I mean.
yeah.
Yes, I stand
He was
corrected.
fiscally responsible.
Please don't sue. But if he sue me and he won,
Be awesome.
Yeah, he's lovable.
He is. I'd say hello to him if I saw him.
You'd get a photo.
Made a
Everybody
mistake.
here would take a photo with him.
Yeah.
Good.
He made a mistake.
You're lying if you say you wouldn't.
CTE. He made a mistake.
You think
Two,
it's CTE?
technically two mistakes.
One mistake. The whole that's.
You can't loop a whole. I mean, there were two. It's a double.
You got to.
No, it's like saying something's a criminal enterprise. It's a criminal enterprise. He made a mistake. It happened.
It's just
it's
all
killed
one.
two people.
It's like Rico.
Yeah, he didn't make a mistake and then come back to normal and go, let me go back and kill that other person. It just happened.
No, I meant Uncle Rico, just another great football player.
I don't know who Uncle Rico is.
He
He could throw a football over mountains.
You should have seen him in high school. He was a great player.
Yeah, he's just having fun. He's loved.
If I were OJ, I would consider moving to Buffalo full time.
Probably, yeah.
He could probably still be a king there.
No, but he can't play golf all year. It's fucking
No, yeah.
shit weather. That fucking. They need to put a tarp over that lake.
Lake effect snow.
Put a fucking tarp over that shit lake.
I mean, let me tell you, Syracuse has lake effect snow.
Another tarp.
It's the worst, and it's all people talk about.
Yeah.
I never heard of lake effect.
He loves
Girls
taking.
love him.
The girls do love
Blonde women love OJ.
And they take. He'll take pictures of it.
because they go like this. What are the odds that he's going to do it twice? And he goes, actually, 3 times. Okay, yeah. What are the odds that he's going to do it 3 times?
Would you take a picture of the juice?
Sam,
The answer is yes.
Yeah, I
but
know.
would you post it? Is the question. I would.
Of course I would.
I'd like to say standing here from far back. You know what I mean? With it not a possibility. No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But like,
What if you thought of a really good caption?
oof.
Yeah.
Because it comes down to that.
Yeah. Yeah. And if I wrote like, didn't think he would say yes to taking a photo with me, but took a stab at it.
Yeah, there you
Exactly.
Okay,
A little wordy.
And I know, I just thought of it just now.
Yeah.
I probably go into editing phase for that.
Sure.
You get one shot at that.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I've gotten a lot of mileage out of that Kanye photo.
Yeah, Kanye didn't fucking almost decapitate
And
someone.
that's what I mean. And he didn't do that. He's just a horse's ass.
Yeah.
OJ is a horse's ass
I disagree.
who killed, allegedly.
But it was so long ago.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you fucking punishing someone for old mistakes?
I mean, the Goldmans are still pretty upset about it.
Understandably so.
Yeah.
They probably don't like these photos. He killed my son.
He was hilarious in Naked Gun.
He was
so
hilarious.
good in LA.
And here's the thing: he was great in all 3. I remember watching those as a kid, being like, "Man, OJ is so great."
Yeah.
Movie star O.J. Simpson.
I remember watching Super Bowl coverage as a kid, going, "I love that guy."
You imagine if you didn't see the Naked Gun till after the murders? And you're like, what the fuck? Why is this guy in this movie? This is ruining it for me.
The problem is because I think about it. I think about the 3 Naked Gun movies. I think about the Super Bowl coverage that he did for NBC, but then also think about the special he did for Fox where he confessed.
It is funny how
And
like
that's tough. The confession special is tough.
they took Trump out of Home Alone 2.
Right.
These fucking babies.
Right.
And they don't pull OJ out of the Naked Guns.
He's in a lot of scenes
It doesn't matter. He did something very, very bad.
financially.
Of course.
What, you mean stolen memorabilia?
Yeah. But that's all you need to know. Those fucking pussies. They take Trump out because they don't like him. Fucking
Yeah.
idiots. Pretend it didn't happen. Pretend he wasn't there. Come on.
They didn't want to get politically divisive.
But they were by doing that.
Of course.
You're taking the sitting president out.
Man, that's a lot of people having fun with OJ.
Sure.
My mom would be so upset.
What, that you didn't return the sunglasses?
You look at him drinking, having fun.
They are having fun.
Well, we
OJ's
don't-
having fun too.
Still, he has big hands, OJ.
Wait, yeah. Big man.
Yeah.
Got a big head.
Yeah, he's an athlete.
Yeah.
But I think it was CTE that fucked him up.
Just that one time.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, all those rage spirals. You hear about all, Aaron Hernandez, like all these guys. I mean, there are people without CTE who are violent, but it's not surprising when you see a spike in it with guys who have been getting hit in the head.
And it's not just one time, because I've seen the OJ doc,
You've seen that?
the 4-parter,
Yeah.
the like 10-hour thing.
Yeah.
I probably watched it about 9 times.
You're like Forrest Gump and Dr. Pepper.
Well, I bought it once, so I look at it in my library on an account of I wanted some entertainment, and it was free. I must have watched me the OJ doc about 9 times, and I mean, he was reportedly very physically abusive multiple times.
Right,
Like it's
yeah.
not like this just
Sure.
came out of nowhere, which goes back to the rage spiral.
Yeah.
There's 911 calls where he's just
That's right, screaming in the back.
unhinged. Yes. I watched it again a few weeks ago, actually, on the plane to L.A. Yeah, it was great. Because he goes from the Hertz commercial.
I like you put that on to relax during a flight.
I love it.
So weird.
And you know what I watch when it's like, okay, I just watched the OJ doc. I can't watch that again. You know what I turn on?
Yeah.
The OJ show.
Why OJ? Why so much OJ?
It's such a fascinating story. It's got literally everything. There's implications of how we treat celebrities. There's racial implications. There's, what California was like in the 90s, but it goes back to the 70s. There's athletic football. It's a great sports story. It's a great story of how CEOs react to stuff and how in bed he was with Hertz and everything. It's got love. It's got love and the way people react. It's got everything.
But you got it already.
Yeah, you've already seen it.
You've absorbed it.
I love stories.
You only like it because he's a murderer, because nobody is looking up doing a Howie Long documentary.
Well, that's part of the story. That's why it's got everything. There's no murder in the Howie Long story, and there's not nearly as much celebrity. There's no racial implications. It's incredible.
Well, you didn't like that they were married to begin with, right?
That's why you celebrate.
Well, I didn't like that OJ left his first wife, but his first wife boy, did she get off.
No, I know,
Great.
but you've often said like
I know, I've been often-
that's what
this
happens. We're all shocked and appalled when you say that.
You attribute these quotes to me that have no evidence.
You didn't like when I attributed that to
I was
Steve
very
Gutenberg?
upset. No, Steve Gutenberg. No, you made me look like a fool in front of Steve Gutenberg, one of the great actors.
Because he said it. He's like, I'm a Jew. I mean, it's just such a.
It's so funny.
That's what he was saying. That's not. I never said that.
That's the only time it's happened, though.
Well, didn't he do it with Emmett Smith too, or something? Yeah,
He did. And that clip went places.
I don't. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, that's right. 'Cause there was video.
they videoed that one.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't need you to do that with Emmett Smith either. You attribute these wild quotes to me that I would never say.
Jim, don't do that again.
Don't do it again. Be done with it once and for all.
Yeah.
I should sue you.
Should. I wouldn't even fight it. I'd split it with you. So,
yeah.
I would take a picture with OJ. I would.
Same.
Would you wear a Buffalo Bills jersey?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't care.
OJ jersey?
In a second.
Yeah.
The fuck do I care?
Buffalo Bills foam finger?
No, I don't like
No.
the foam fingers.
No.
Not at all.
How about a Juices Loose shirt?
Sure.
Yeah.
Bronco. Yeah. Guy's fat calves.
There were a lot of great OJ shirts in like the mid 90s, early to mid 90s.
Oh, yeah. I had one.
You did? What did it say?
Honky.
It just said the word honky
I think
on
I
it?
have a picture of it.
Why honky?
I don't know. It was just funny and I bought it.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was such a spectacle. And that's the other thing. It was like...
Was it this one?
Yeah. That's
oh,
it.
wow. $270 now.
I still have it.
You should sell it.
You ought to sell that. Make a pretty penny.
Yeah, I mean... It's also really the beginning of...
Yeah, here it is. Look.
Let's see. It's a pretty funny shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny.
I got a lot of laughs
You
back
did?
in the day. Yeah.
Honky. They laugh.
Well, it was 90s shock culture.
Sure.
It was also the beginning of like really televised court proceedings and making a circus out of celebrity
Court TV, yeah.
courts. It was Court TV's first thing. It was like it launched all of that. It literally changed the world.
That's a great shirt.
Mostly peaceful, commenting probably on the media's shit coverage of the BLM protests, I'm guessing. How they were saying mostly peaceful protests as there was fires. Mostly peaceful. It's a picture of OJ.
I like the the one next to it that says "Free OJ, pray for OJ." Up one.
Oh,
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
That's a nice vintage shirt.
Yeah, because that's like a parking lot shirt. Like that, you know,
Yeah.
that shirt was being sold for $7
Get
outside
that out of the concert.
They sold it outside the courthouse.
Yeah.
You should have seen me. I bought a bootleg WrestleMania shirt at WrestleMania, obviously, outside the thing, because I like the bootleg shirts.
Sure.
I finessed the guy, though. I got a discount.
I mean, they expect you to do that.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well,
I've
did.
never finessed for a concert shirt. Nah, man, 15. Okay.
That's why I go, how much are the shirts? You go, they're $20 out here, 40 inside. I knew it was a different shirt. I was like, they're not inside. I was like, okay, no problem. I'll take a large. And he pulls out a large. I was like, 15. Just like that. He's like, all right. 15.
And then I wish you would have taken a 50 out of your wallet. And then you would have woken up with no shirt and no 50.
Yeah.
Man struck me.
You got change?
You didn't like any of the officially licensed ones?
No, I got licensed ones too, but I also
Why are
like,
you supporting the bootlegs?
I like to get a bootleg and a licensed one.
I
I
saw
have
photos. They had hundreds of them.
Yeah.
licensed shirt. I mean,
Different.
the Superstore was incredible. No, I have a licensed WrestleMania shirt, but I also have a bootleg WrestleMania shirt. I have a licensed Limp Bizkit hoodie from the concert. I did get a bootleg Limp Bizkit t-shirt too.
I have a wrestling shirt, but I don't wear it.
What?
Oh, right. You should wear it.
I begrudge you for it.
You should wear it.
I mean, that's a thing that you should have given to me long ago. And I don't normally I'm not that way with gifts and things like
Sure.
that. I don't expect anything from anybody.
And I would normally be happy to.
But the idea that you would save that for yourself,
Might be worth a lot of money.
It is.
it is.
How much do you think?
I mean, you could name your price. But I would never send you in the direction of the people that would give you the most money for it because you're a selfish guy.
Let's just go on eBay.
Yeah.
eBay's not, you're not going to get a great price on eBay because people wouldn't know to search for it. You're a selfish guy.
Set it up by now. Let people find it.
Talk about it on the air.
Yeah.
Like, this is
25 grand.
That's fair.
I don't think you could get that.
Or would you trade that for the 4 Chopper posters?
He only needs 3.
In
mint.
Yeah, mint. Like
Factory,
exactly what you're looking for.
The 3 Chopper posters, probably not, because I know I can get them. Like if I really
Search for if you.
I can
waited,
get them, or I can get them in factory condition. Someone's got them.
Right.
I mean, they're 50 years old, but
Yeah, I saw they sell on eBay.
you can get them. They're just all pinholed up and ripped
No,
up.
I saw some that are still in the original tubes.
When?
Tubing.
Like
in the
last month.
tubing.
Oh, I'm gonna make Jim
Tubing.
upset.
No, I don't think it's.
Yeah.
They're probably bootlegs.
When we were looking
They might have been, yeah.
at your thing the other day.
Ew.
I can't help.
How's the
Yeah,
bathroom?
you can't blame us.
Yeah. Why didn't you tell me?
Because they were sold already.
Oh, there was one of Gene Simmons sold a long time ago.
Yeah, how does that help you?
I'm just saying that they exist.
Sure. They do. But no, I don't think I would trade it for that.
Yeah.
You've
see this
even-
one?
That's sold?
Yeah.
$300.
When did it get sold?
January. But see, still
Man.
rolled up.
It's in great shape.
That's a great shape.
Gene.
Why, it is in good shape.
God damn it. I didn't see that.
It's the one you want too. It's the cool one with
And
the
then,
motorcycle.
I think, Paul sold for $56.
But you have Paul.
That's not original.
Yeah, look, it's rolled up.
It's not original, though.
You could roll up.
Why are you saying it's not original?
Because $56, it wouldn't be $56. And that's not the one I want. That's
This
not
is
the
the one you
original.
want?
No, it's not the original.
Paul Stanley motorcycle.
Right, but that's,
no way.
that's
This
not
is
the
not the
one.
original?
That
Okay.
label was not made in 1978.
The Gene one looks original. Fuck. Wish I would have known.
You deserve it. You don't deserve to have them because you're a selfish guy.
Yeah.
You've even had my name in a Christmas drawing, and you brought me a T-shirt, but it was a
That was a good That's a one of one.
no.
One
He
of
made
3,
he made a
actually,
couple
yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
He printed it.
Yeah, there's a few in my house.
His
Ooh,
merch
I
guy
want that
printed it. I don't want it.
God damn it. I wish
Good.
I would have seen that.
I'm glad you didn't.
Oh. Yeah.
Shit.
It's all right.
You'll get it eventually.
Yeah, you'll get them.
I don't know about that.
Probably not.
Yeah, you will.
I doubt it.
He'll keep an eye out for it.
Who will?
Jim.
He did. He's keeping an eye out before. He missed this one.
Missed it.
Missed it. It was right there, right under your nose.
In January, yeah.
You would have paid $309 for it.
Oh, sure.
Come on.
Can you set up an alert?
Yeah.
No, I paid $500 for Paul.
Oof.
Yeah, you can set up alerts.
All right, set up some alerts.
Search alerts.
Yeah.
You know how good those chopper
Should be a
posters
nerd
look
alert.
in black? Black frames.
Fuck yeah.
You think so?
In his hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those would look dope.
It's sick. Next to the Sabbath poster?
Would you put the ad in between the 4?
I don't know.
Oh, did you get it yet?
It hasn't arrived. No. Don't know. I'd want to put them in the living room.
That's where they belong.
I'd be honest, yeah.
Museum glass so the sun doesn't.
However,
However,
I suspect that decision would be frowned upon.
Veto.
Yep.
you think you'd be outvoted?
Uh-huh.
What would you do? Replace the prior photos?
I don't know. That'd
Did
be
you
tough.
negotiate?
Yeah, that'd be a tough negotiation.
He'd be sleeping in a pink bedroom.
With a vanity.
If you could put the chopper posters in the living room where you want them, where they belong,
Where you spend most of your time anyway.
Yep.
Where they belong.
will you sacrifice it for a pink bedroom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Neon pink, Barbie pink.
Yeah, whatever.
You're only in there to sleep.
Exactly. And fuck.
Nice.
And get my dick fucking tooted on.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That's cool the way you say it.
Yeah, that's-
Yep. Like to raise my bed. Get blown.
Right.
Put it back down.
Like Livia Soprano.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I love it.
I can't wait till you're coming down the stairs in one of those chairs attached to the wall.
No, I can't either. That's what it feels like when you're raising the bed.
Man.
It's just a slow. I got my nice cooling pad.
That's right. You live in a fantasy
It
world.
was freezing this morning when I woke up.
You
It's
sleep
gotta
well?
be nice.
No, but I mean it's better than it's about normal. I can't. I'm so annoyed with that poster. I can't breathe.
Good. That's what you get. That's karma for being t-shirt selfish.
That's what it is.
I should have.
Not been so selfish.
Yeah, you should have texted me, Travis.
I saw it yesterday.
Travis is holding out on you, bro.
No, I mean it's
Oh
my
my god!
response.
If I saw that available, I would have sent it to you.
Travis probably bought it himself.
Yeah, he probably did. He probably broke it in half.
Yeah, he
Just
did.
for fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's probably hanging up at his house next to his booze.
here comes Jim.
It's just exactly her in that chair is such a good shot.
I told you not to paint the walls pink.
What's going on down here? Can we hear what she says? I think that's what it is.
TV. Are you smoking marijuana? I want to watch the TV.
That is what you say at home.
Yeah.
You just hear the nanny theme song and you just smell weed. Are you watching Meryl? Are you?
God damn it! In January.
Could have been yours.
Fuck.
That would have been a great way to start the year.
Yeah.
There'll be more.
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, maybe not.
It's a good chance there won't be. Ever.
Yeah.
In that condition?
That's a rare condition.
Sure is. Yeah. You're not bullsugaring.
Hard to say.
Carlos in New York. What's up, Carlos?
Hello, Carlo.
What's up, boys? One of my most prized possessions, my OJ T-shirt from the '90s. It's Dayglow orange. It looks like the T-shirt that Booger used to wear in Revenge of the Nerds.
Nice.
Red Bear. It's got the white Bronco. On top it says "Drink apple juice because OJ will kill you."
Oh, that rules.
That's great.
That rules,
What
dude.
a great shirt.
That is a great shirt. Love it. Thank you very much.
No problem, guys. Take care.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good shirt.
That's a great
Because
shirt.
OJ will kill you.
OJ will kill you. Get it? Simpson. O.J.
Oh, the
Simpson.
orange juice.
Yeah,
I didn't
not
catch
or-
that.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was just a statement about him.
Yeah,
The
no.
Simpsons.
That's right.
People
Hey,
love your Simpsons references.
They do?
Yeah, that's one of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
The white Bronco.
That rules.
Do you remember the chase? Or were you
Yes.
too young?
No, I
Okay.
very much remember the chase, and they used the footage at WrestleMania 12. I remember that too. They did a bit where it was a street fight between Goldust and the Hot Rod Roddy Piper. It was a Hollywood backlot brawl, and Goldust escaped in a golden limo, and then Piper jumped into a white Bronco and chased after him in the car. And then throughout the pay-per-view, they just used footage of the OJ chase to be like, that's Roddy Piper chasing Goldust.
Did people laugh?
Yeah.
It's so funny that was a wrestling thing, and meanwhile it was a double murder.
They were like, why don't we just use the OJ footage? Yeah, if you go all the way to the end.
Is Goldust dead?
Goldust is still very much alive
Oh.
and with us. And he's actually in great shape.
Oh, it sucks. It was raining out. They had to do this.
It was raining, and they shot it like a week in advance, and Piper broke his hand while they were doing it. So he had to show up back at the ring with a broken hand.
He just hit Roddy Piper.
Listen to Vince.
I love
mean,
Vince
literally
as a
right into a
commentator.
garbage can.
He literally ran Piper over, and Vince is the best commentator of all time.
This is totally out of hand. Roddy Piper was hit by a car.
Especially in hindsight.
I mean, he's the greatest. He's just sell.
Yeah.
Sell. Oh, is Piper going to chase after
This
Goldust?
has really gotten out of hand.
He's right. Is it over? What?
I wonder if his hand is broken there.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like you can see the way he's holding his left hand.
We'll return.
See the white Bronco?
Yep. But again, what a professional he is.
Right.
And there's blood on the knuckle on the door.
What are you doing now? Look out! Look out! Roddy's going after him, I think.
I think.
So
yeah,
then-
I think. What else would he be doing? Where else could he be going, Vince?
That was an Edna Faust guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then look at the second video.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The rowdy.
Oh, it says.
This is just.
Oh, okay. They're just. Yeah. So then they aired this footage. They aired helicopter footage of the OJ chase.
That's funny.
And Vince did commentary over it, saying, "This is because they were in California for that WrestleMania." So Vince did commentary over it, saying that it was Roddy Piper going down the freeway with the cops after him.
I wonder if did they dub over voices of O.J. Simpson like the.
Well, I guess they found the raw footage because there was no Chiron on it.
Right, okay.
And so they just took the audio out and just Vince was on commentary under it, saying that it was Roddy Piper and the police were after him. As he was chasing gold dust down the 405. Isn't that great?
Very funny. That's very funny. We should break because we have a big guest coming today.
We do? I thought it was just Phil Selman today.
Well, that's who I consider a big guest. Thank you very much.
That's awkward. That's awkward.
Tonight, 7 p.m., Fat Black Pussycat here in New York. Again, those shows have been selling out every week. And in Cleveland this weekend, I leave tomorrow. Saturday's totally sold out. Friday, there are some limited tickets available. It's selling very well. So Friday night available at Hilarities. That's it. And then
I'm so excited for the Cleveland road trip.
I kind of wish I would have flown.
I'm glad you did it. It's going to be great. This is a great idea.
I disagree. It's going to be a real pain in the dick.
Would any of us lead you astray?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's a good. Yeah.
Driving back is going to be worse because the gig is over. I'm going to want to just get on a plane and come home.
It's going to suck. Driving back's going to suck.
Yeah.
Plus, you're going to be tired.
8, 9, 10, 11. Probably leave at, say, 7:30 a.m.
You're going to hit traffic and be tired.
Won't be that bad if I leave at 7:30 in the morning, get home by 3:30 or 4 before the traffic goes crazy.
Leave right after the show.
Can't because the 8 hours is too much at night. I could do DC 5 hours, but even that at this age is getting to me. Like 8 hours I couldn't do, and I wouldn't put my travel companions through that, making them. It's pitch black, everything's closed. You want to have open bathrooms and stuff if you need it. And
is your travel companion going to get to pick some of the music?
Ugh.
What do you think she'll pick for her road trip?
Shit. Absolute shit.
Like what? Has she thought about
UNITY.
Just driving down barren, empty Pennsylvania listening to Queen Latifah.
Yeah, plus if, God forbid, you break down, you don't want to break down at 2 a.m.
No, yeah.
2 a.m. in Shamokin.
Yeah.
Shamokin.
Hey, shit,
I think there's a
Shamokin.
Dunkin' Donuts around here
Probably swing
somewhere.
by the Dunkin'. That's probably
Yeah.
open.
Before the tow truck came and it was Edna Faust driving it. Looks like your tire's flat.
Yeah. You got no air in the tire?
Yeah.
I guess they call it a flat tire.
Yeah, air probably left it. Yeah, listen, I got a flat. Probably the tire's damaged. It's a great point. Thank you.
That's actually a great guess, Edna.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Sorry, folks. The funny batteries need a little recharging. Jim and Sam will be back. We are back with Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back.
Before we introduce our friend.
Oh, yeah.
My apologies to Steven Singer for fucking that read up. I was very tired. I just tripped through it.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to give you a pep talk. Come on, bro.
No.
Let's get it together, bro.
Neon green, gold dip roses. My fault.
It's Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Fucked up.
It's all right. There'll be another opportunity.
Yeah.
We're joined now by the great comedian extraordinaire, Phil Selman.
Good morning.
Hi, Phil.
You can reach Phil Selman at philselman.com or Phil Selman on Twitter. Phil will be performing at Liberty Hall in Connecticut on April 29th.
Yes.
It's very exciting.
Very exciting.
I would imagine this pleases you.
It does.
Oh, that's good.
What is Liberty Hall?
I'm not sure. It's probably somebody's house. It's a private club, but it's open to the public.
Okay.
It's a show for my pot dealer.
Very good. Very good.
Now, private club open to the public. Is that like when a VFW halls?
Yeah. It's like one of those. It's like a social club, one of those kind of places.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're available for corporate roasts.
I'm available for everything.
Available for
available
everything.
for everything.
I
there
feel
you
you.
go.
Oh, John Rizzo. I love Johnny Rizzo and Michelle Trainer. Yeah. Okay. It's a good show. It's a really good show.
There it is.
I will be headlining, of course, but that's
Yeah,
not,
Of course, I don't think anybody.
But Rizzo is a headliner too, so it's like two headliners on one show.
Yeah, it is.
What a show, huh?
A fine show.
Now it says featured in Californication and MTV. What did you do on MTV?
I was on one of those bad comedy shows that was on there briefly during the comedy boom.
Oh,
Yeah, they had a lot of stand up on MTV. I did it, and there was sketch shows.
Yeah, they were during that time when they were like at any given time there were 6 comedy shows. If you kept flipping through the channels, you'd see like 6 different shows with comedians.
Now that's like YouTube and podcasts.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember Brewer's show? Jim Brewer had one. I forget what it was called, but were you like a beach house where you would actually perform on a porch of a beach house, and like all the students would sit around and
Yeah,
watch
like,
you.
like a summer shore, like a spring break kind of thing.
Fuck yeah, I can't remember the name of it. There was Apartment 2F, was a show on MTV. I think I did stand up on with Florentine.
Oh, there it is. It's just the Jim Brewer show.
Oh, it's just the Jim Brewer show.
Is this like right
I know
around?
her. Oh.
Is this when he was on SNL or right after SNL or?
It might have been before.
Really?
SNL.
It says from 1998.
Oh, so this is after SNL.
Right after SNL.
Yeah, SNL was 94, 95.
So this is after probably Goat Boy was like took off.
97. Or maybe the same time.
Maybe. Could have been.
That's 98. Wow.
25 years ago.
Yeah, because
fucking crazy, yeah.
Half Baked was right around then too, right?
Half
It was like
Baked
98, 99, something like that.
Yeah, I want to say 99.
Half Baked was 98.
Yeah. So that was Jim Brewer's like
Big time for Jim. Yeah, and he's had like a resurgence.
Yeah,
Now.
different crowd.
Different, some of the same though, because they're 25 years older.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but the Apartment 2F, I forget what that was, but we did some type of a sketch there and stand up. Jon Stewart's show was on at that time. It had
Oh yeah.
sketch. Howard Feller was his co-host, and they
Yeah.
had a bunch of. I did some sketch. I really thought I was on my way.
A&E had a lot of comedy shows, Comedy on the Road.
A&E
Evening
did.
at the Improv.
Yeah.
And MTV had a lot of different comedy ones.
Wasn't that John Byner's Comedy on the Road?
Possibly.
Which one did he do?
He had. I think maybe it was that. It might have been that.
I never did any of those. Evening at the Improv, none of those shows.
I didn't do any.
Apartment 2F was the Sklar Brothers.
Was that? Oh, there you go. I didn't remember. Okay. What year was that on?
97.
97,
Premiered.
yeah.
Yeah.
97, 98, 99, that was it.
I can't believe I know those guys for 26 years.
Wild, right?
That was on the 10 spot.
I loved the 10 spot. It got pretty edgy.
It did.
The 10 spot got edgy. Yeah. Yeah.
I went to go see Adam Sandler in concert last Thursday.
You
did? Where?
Now, you've been friends. People don't know. I mean,
I went there thinking I was going to get backstage, and I guess we all know how that worked out.
well, you've been friends with Adam Sandler for a long time. You gave him a lot of breaks early on.
I wouldn't know about friends. I don't know about friends. Gave him the first work there, and as I said, I went there going, yeah, I'll get backstage.
Well, he's got to be.
I'm Phil Selman. I'm going to get backstage.
He's got to be very grateful for all the opportunities.
Sure.
You would think so, but I didn't. Actually, my agent spoke to his manager's secretary and said if they were doing meet and greets, she could have snuck me in, but no meet and greets.
Oh, you would have
been able to gotten in without having to pay for that.
But why a meet and greet? Why couldn't you have just come in as an old friend?
They said it was the first night of a tour. He just kicked off like an arena tour last week.
I guess he was only seeing friends.
At the Prudential Center in Newark. It was full.
Yeah,
I didn't think in the beginning it was very empty, but it was full when
It filled out.
Sure.
How was he?
The fans enjoyed him. The people loved him.
Oh, you're a fan or no?
The people loved him.
Oh,
The
wow.
people Rob
Wow.
Schneider was very funny.
Oh, Rob opened?
The first guy was somebody I never heard of, Joe Vitale.
I know who Joe is, yeah.
He went on first, then Judd Apatow.
Wow.
Okay. How was Judd?
Not funny. And then Rob Schneider, and then Adam did 2 hours.
2 hours.
Good for Adam.
2 hours. They did. Yeah,
Did
they
he
had
do songs
video,
too?
Songs, video, all kinds of stuff.
I didn't
That
know.
sounds awesome. And then you just went home after?
Tried to get backstage and to
How'd
know,
that go?
I had my friend with me who's booked Steve Harvey, and he's gone to everybody. I'm Steve Harvey's agent. Nobody at Adam Sandler concert cares about it. Steve Harvey agent.
No, that's too bad.
I've never seen Rob do stand up. I don't think Rob Schneider. He was good.
He had a bigger response, should we say? But the people loved Adam Sandler all throughout the performance.
Did you like go to the security at the side stage and go no, I knew him back in the day?
It wasn't as dramatic.
Okay.
I did give it to somebody with one of those Adam Sandler things around his neck initially before the show.
A laminate.
Right.
Oh, you didn't have a credential?
No. And then my friend goes, they're going to call you. They're going to move us down to better seats. I go, sure they are, because we were out on the top. I got 2 tickets for like $60. We were all the way up.
You
on
paid
the
for
top.
the tickets.
I paid for the tickets.
Okay.
He's gonna fix your mic. Just pull it closer.
But then we moved down closer. We did move down a lot closer.
How'd you get closer?
Just we were wearing sports jackets and we looked like we belonged.
So you just sneak down to get closer.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't even give you. But
they didn't give us anything.
You found open seats.
Because the thing is, it was going long. It was supposed to start at 7:30. It started at 8. And it went to like 10:30. So people just 2 hours is a long time for him to be up there.
It's a long show. I can't believe he did that much time. Good for him.
Well, he brought Schneider back up to sing a song. He did some bad shtick with Judd Apatow.
It wasn't good.
Riffing. The fans loved him. The fans loved that.
They did, right? They enjoyed it.
The fans, he's got rivaled fans. Like, when I was leaving, this guy goes, "I'm so sorry they canceled the meet and greet. I'd have paid any amount of money to shake that man's hand."
Yeah.
I turned around and I said, "Well, I shook his hand once. I'll give you for $5. You can shake my hand." Guy wasn't interested.
Do you think they would have gotten you into the meet and greet for free?
Yes.
They didn't get you tickets for free.
Didn't ask for tickets for free.
Yeah,
because you'd already paid for them.
That was too much asking for tickets. I figured, just try to get to him.
Yeah.
I will get to him if it's the last thing I. It will be it probably will be the last thing I do.
Yeah, probably.
Probably will be.
But he wasn't. You don't think he was thrilled? Like he didn't hear? Oh, well, Phil Selman's here. That's awesome.
I have a theory. The guy who I spoke to 30 years ago, his personal assistant, is still his personal assistant. So he probably threw it in the garbage again, or he doesn't want. He's afraid I'm going to steal his job.
You think that's what he's afraid of?
I think so.
Oh, wait, as the assistant?
He's the gatekeeper. That's the guy keeping me away from him. So,
are you trying to be Adam Sandler's assistant?
No, I don't want to be his assistant. Maybe.
You would do it, right?
That guy's got some money. Sure, I would do it. I'll drive him. I'll cut his grass if there's enough money involved.
You don't think his assistant just knows, Adam would not be interested in this?
Well, that's his like best friend for 40 years, that
Gotcha.
guy.
Oh,
so
he
would. He's been in all his movies, and
okay.
He even had him bring something up on stage. He did a thing with a flashlight, and he was making up songs as people in the audience, and they projected it on the screen at him.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Do you think that if he found out that you had been there and there hadn't been a meeting set up, would he be mad that hadn't been set up, or would he be like, "Oh yeah, okay, they did the right thing there"?
He probably said, Phil Selman, yeah, how's he doing?
Right.
And then he went continue to eat his Cheerios or whatever he was doing.
Phil's right on the other side of that wall.
Yeah,
He's like, great.
Yeah, Phil Selman's right there. Now, there was like a 9-foot guy that wasn't. He wasn't.
Do you know Judd? Do you know Rob?
No.
Oh.
I don't know either of them.
Okay.
They both did a short amount of time. Like the Joe Vesey guy did like 5 minutes, and they each did like 10. Apatow did 10, and Schneider did 10.
Wow, they kept it very brief, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe because they started late. Cut it from 15 to 10.
It's supposed to start at 7:30. It started at 5 to 8.
They have curfew, so they might have said, you know what? Instead of 15, do 10 each.
Yeah. Is this the guy?
Which guy?
The assistant guy?
Yeah, that's the guy.
He's in all Adam's movies, too.
Yes, he is.
That'd be a nice gig.
Yes.
So he probably makes a nice salary.
He's worth $3 million.
Wow.
That's great. Gets to travel probably by private plane a lot.
I would imagine,
I'm sure he does. But he was like bringing out coffee to him. The assistant bringing stuff out.
That's not a bad life.
No, it's a good life.
Not a bad job.
And Adam, I've only met him once. I don't know him. But he's a very nice guy.
Never did any of my gigs with him?
No, he was famous before then.
Okay.
All I've ever heard from anybody is that he's an awesome dude.
Yeah. And my one brief meeting with him, he was very pleasant.
He was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
He did name that character, Mrs. Selman, the three-breasted woman in 8 Crazy Nights of Hanukkah, as an homage to me.
He did?
Yes.
What, did you talk to him about it?
No. Who else would have gotten that name?
Oh,
that is true.
Yeah,
why didn't you didn't bring it up?
I've tried to get to him for 30 years to bring it up. And then my friend goes, "You don't want to be thought of as a stalker." I said, "Not me. I'm not a stalker."
Well, you're not out to hurt him.
No, not yet.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You just want to talk to him and say,
I want to talk to him and say, you want to put me in a movie, or maybe use me as an opening act, or give me some money?
It's probably a rough
I helped
sell.
him in the beginning. And then I'll grab his leg and he'll
be dragging you.
drag me as I'm trying to get something from him.
Maybe that's what it is. He's just like, he's just going to ask for stuff.
I'm not gonna. No, I'd be very professional.
You would?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just say hello and
happy. Hello, how are you? Remember me?
Right.
When you had nothing and I booked you and then you became famous and stopped talking to me.
Sure.
That sounds resentful, the way you say it.
It's a little resentful.
It's a little resentful.
Sure.
Did it help or hurt the resentment when you had to buy the tickets?
Well, I paid less than the face value, so it didn't hurt as badly.
Yeah, and you didn't ask, so you can't expect them to.
I wasn't going to ask for free
Yeah.
tickets. No.
No, you're professional.
That's correct.
That's right. That's right.
They had no idea.
Or, no, I mean, he let him know.
No, but they was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they said because of COVID, but COVID is over. So
COVID? Blame COVID?
Yeah, that was a COVID
Yeah,
excuse.
that's-
Give Phil Selman the old COVID excuse. He'll go away.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad you made the effort. I'm glad you made the effort. It's
Yes.
important to make the effort to connect.
Yeah, he needed. Well, you know what? I think it evened out because I think the last time he worked for me, I paid him $60. So there
you go.
There you go, right there.
$60,
Now
right.
we're even.
Now
Now he got my $60 back now, so we're even now.
Well, you could have. Why don't you find out what hotel he's at?
I think he has a place in the city. I don't
Oh, okay. Well, go to another gig.
Nah. The next night he was in Philadelphia, and then everything was like farther away.
Oh, okay.
I think the next tour he'll have the meet and greets, and then I'll have a chance to get to him.
Sure.
You could be like Kate Hudson and Almost Famous.
Yes.
Just going gig to gig.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I would
All right.
kill myself by this in the middle of the second show. I think I might just set myself on fire.
You think so?
Yeah,
Well,
I couldn't watch that.
that's
again.
probably
I couldn't watch it again. Nothing to disparage, but I couldn't watch that again.
Oh,
hard
you
to
think
watch
the quality
I
of the
can't-
show?
it's what he does. He does what he does. It's his goofy songs. He did a song about dirty public bathrooms,
Right.
and they showed video of dirty public bathrooms. It was rather brutal.
It's a little brutal.
And he did a song about fingering his wife.
You don't
That's
like
nice.
And then my friend goes, "How do you think his daughters and wife feel about that?" I said, "I'm sure they're upset all the way to the bank."
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, that's what he
Your
does.
friend sounds like a fun guy to watch comedy with.
Oh, that's my friend who put $2 million up his nose, who booked Steve Harvey. He had a coke. He had a coke. I'm
sorry
sorry
to hear
his
that.
name. He had a coke problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear. Look at you learning. That's very good. Very good.
Yeah, I'm not going to use anybody's names anymore.
Doesn't like salty talk though. Hey, his wife might not like.
Yeah,
that.
I don't think.
I can't afford to be sued. I'm coming in some money soon. So I can't
You
afford-
are?
Yes.
Where are you getting the cash from?
My father died, and it's going to finally be resolved.
Congrats, dude.
Yes.
Oh, you're fighting out with who? His ex?
Well, no. What happened was she died, and she changed the will. My father's wife. I have the judge from the guy Larry Seidelman from the Anna Nicole Smith trial. The crying judge. And then he got me a lawyer, so I shall be a millionaire soon. I'll be a millionaire in a couple of months.
So wait a second.
Congrats.
Now, who did she give the money to?
She was going to leave it all to her nephew and to her brother.
Instead of his
But,
son?
but actually, the caretaker, she was going to give the caretaker $1.5 million.
That's just.
But we put a stop to that.
You did?
Yes.
Are you trying to get the whole 1.5?
Now I have to get it. It's like cut in half, and then they get a 40%.
So you're looking at about $300-400 grand?
No, it'll be more than that.
So-
It'll be closer to $1 million.
Whoa.
So you get this. Why did she cut you out? Do you not like her?
Because she was a cunt.
Oh, that would be a reason.
I
Okay.
got you.
You don't get along with her.
She's dead. She's a cunt.
Oh, she
I
was a
never liked her. My father. She died like a year after my father. She said, "I didn't work my whole life for you to get my fucking money." I said, "You're a fucking cunt. I deserve that money."
You said that to her?
Said to her face.
Did it help the process or hurt?
No, the process was just even keel. My father. That was
see.
when my father was still alive, also.
Now,
You said that when your father was still alive?
Yeah, I said it.
You were arguing about your father's inheritance while he was still alive?
No, what was going to happen when I was advised as to what was going to happen. Because I should have gotten everything. I'm the only son. I'm the only kid.
Oof.
The only child.
Right.
sucks.
So she wanted to circumvent.
That sucks on for who?
Your dad.
You have children, don't you?
I do. I have
You
two.
don't want that to come back and bite you on the ass one day.
No, I have two kids,
right.
just in case.
Just
in case
you got
one's a-
double the chances of somebody not speaking to you when you get older.
Just in case one's a Phil Selman. I'm kidding. I was only kidding. That was really.
That's
uncalled
not
for.
right.
No, that was
uncalled for.
That was way out of line, and I apologize.
So
You're not
didn't-
here to be attacked.
Where do I usually go to be insulted at this hour?
That's right. Adam Sandler shows.
So the father, your dad, didn't want to. He left it to you.
Yeah, it was set up when he said his will, but then she died.
How can you circumvent that by saying that he was didn't know what he was doing, or?
Well, no, that stands. His will stands because it was first.
She changed it.
She was dying of cancer. She died of cancer, so she was not in the proper frame of mind. I'll give her the credit believing that. She was not in the proper frame of mind.
But his will
And
stands.
the caretaker took care of my father for the 2 years before, and then took care of her. So she was there for 2 years. She was in the hospice.
Is the caretaker upset with you?
Fuck her. I threatened her once. Now it's being handled legally.
You threatened her?
She's going to go to jail. I'm going to see.
Is she?
Oh, I'll see to it.
How is she in jail for what?
Because I'm sure she stole my Babe Ruth autograph and my other things I didn't get from my father.
You had a Babe Ruth autograph?
My father had all stuff that I didn't get.
Whoa. Was that on a baseball with like dog teeth marks in it?
What was
my
it?
father had like he had Lou Gehrig. He had all those autographs.
Wow.
Was it when he was a kid he got
Yeah,
him?
because he lived by Yankee Stadium when he was a kid. So he got all those.
That's
all those
awesome. Those are some fucking good. What were they on a ball or what was it on? Paper?
I think it was just on paper, and it was very well kept.
Wow.
I didn't get that. I didn't
You'd
get
like to have that.
Of course I would have.
Yeah.
And you saw them. You know what they look like.
I have a Mickey Mantle autograph, but it's not authenticated, so it's not worth anything, unfortunately.
Can you authenticate it?
It costs more to authenticate it than what it's worth.
How do they authenticate it?
Some idiot in a little room with a stamp. And it's like I think it's like a notary republic. I really don't know.
There's like services that'll authenticate it. It's the same type of services that will like number rank baseball cards or something like that. Yeah, they'll there's like a trusted autograph service that'll be like, no, we've analyzed the handwriting.
Now at the autograph conventions, they actually have a booth where they can authenticate your autograph when you get it, which I don't really understand because you're getting it from the person right there.
It's because it makes it more valuable to sell it later if it's like authenticated. Because there are like Babe Ruth autographs out there done in Sharpie.
I need that Charlene Tilton autograph
Yeah.
authenticated.
So the Babe Ruth autograph, Lou Gehrig, you saw them when you were a kid?
Yep.
And how did he keep them in a box?
My father was like in a scrapbook. Like when I gave you the Son of Sam thing, you were very meticulous. He was very meticulous, like you, my father.
Wow, those are big autographs.
He had a stamp collection. I didn't get any of those things. I got jewelry. I didn't get any of that.
Do you think she gave it to the nephew?
She probably pawned it.
No.
She got It was the caretaker. So they're in Iowa.
Well, you ought to look up. I mean, there's not many Lou Gehrig or Babe Ruth autographs floating around at auction. You ought to look around for them, and you ought to keep your eye open and see if those pop up.
But can you prove that they were there?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I can't prove it now.
That sucks.
How long do you think? How long since they were taken?
Oh, within the last few years. Within the last couple of years.
I would fight for that.
Yeah, well, I'm more concerned with the money.
The cash.
That is money.
The money.
Babe Ruth. How much is a Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig autograph worth? Maybe it's not. It's not. Maybe
Joe DiMaggio. He had all of them. He had like all of those autographs.
DiMaggio too.
But you'd have to prove that they were still
they
there.
Weren't
like
authenticated, but they were.
And the
they
caretaker
were
could
real.
just go like, no, I never saw him. Right? And then it's like, well, how are you going to prove?
They didn't leave money or valuables laying around, but I'm sure she got her fingers on some things I should have gotten.
No, meaning, but you look for them coming up at an auction for sale, and whoever's selling them, you can backtrack all that stuff. How did you get it? Where did you get it? And
you mean try to find the actual sold autograph?
Yeah, like see if it's been sold.
I see.
Because there's ways to track that shit.
Yeah. A signed
ball is $20,000. It's a lot of money.
A signed ball. You didn't have a ball.
A ball.
But still, it'd be thousands.
Paper might be $5,000 or $10,000, but
yeah, I'd concentrate on the cash.
The cash is more important.
Oh, you can do both.
Yeah.
Take my trip to Thailand. Go and
Yeah, are you worried
find my young Asian wife?
Is that what you want?
Yes.
Are you worried that you'll spend the cash irresponsibly?
No, because I didn't spend. I still have money. I've got money now.
You do?
I'm good with my money.
Have you been to Thailand?
No. But all the videos, I think I want to go. The pot is legal there, and then you get a girl for like what for a week for $8.
But you want to bring a wife home.
Pot, well, maybe.
Somebody.
Maybe.
It's hard to get girls in the country.
Isn't pot like legal here?
Yeah, but I need to go to a foreign country where I can be able to have it when I'm there. I need the comforts when I'm in a foreign country.
Without getting in trouble.
I see.
Right. In China, you go to jail for that. You can't. Japan too. You can't.
You can't fuck around there. Indonesia is the death penalty for drugs.
Yeah, because they have like the open dispensaries in Thailand now, like they do here. Or just stores. Like they do in millions of stores.
Would you fly first class?
No. Now let's still continue my moderate lifestyle. I'm not going to. I'll buy a new car. I'm not going to get out of control.
I've heard your lifestyle is not as moderate as you make it seem to be.
Oh, how would that be there, Sam Roberts?
Well,
from the little experience that we had a couple of weeks ago.
I heard that a reporter did follow you around.
Yes, he did.
And I have not seen any evidence or heard any tape. But I have heard that I've heard you don't even practice moderation in your meals.
Do I look fat?
No, you look great.
I thought Voss was here for a minute. By the way, I might say I want to thank everybody for Voss not being here. That alone is not because
that's really for us.
That's annoying, Voss. Florentine should be here one day, but that'll be another time.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have Jim here.
Yeah.
Oh, those are probably very good.
Well, there's a rumor that Phil.
What is that?
I can just say it, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
He's very happy.
I'm very pleased right now.
This pleases him.
I
Jim,
almost bought a bagel from one of those trucks when I walked by here.
Good thing you did.
Jim, what's an appropriate number of bagels to eat in a single sitting?
I would say a half of one.
Okay.
Half of one?
Or one.
Phil.
I eat 4 in one sitting.
Do you really?
Yes.
How are you skinny?
Because I have intermittent fasting going on involved, and during the week I don't. During the week I don't. I just don't eat that much. Towards the weekends I eat more.
You'll treat yourself.
Yes.
To a 4 bagel shot.
What do you like on a bagel?
Tuna fish, chicken salad.
That's nice.
Can you imagine eating 4 tuna fish bagels?
Not in one sitting.
Listen to this. What I had. I went to Five Guys on Saturday.
Yeah.
I had 4 hot dogs. I had 2 cheeseburgers. I had a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. I had a grilled cheese and bacon, and I had a large fry.
In one sitting?
And I had some. Well, it was.
This is a mukbang?
A couple hours, and I had something I never had before: a bacon shake. You ever have a bacon shake?
Did you enjoy it?
It was disturbing. I liked it and I didn't like it. It was like good and it was bad. It had actual pieces of bacon in the bottom, so it's like a heart attack waiting to happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
I felt it's got the salty taste with the pieces of bacon in the bottom. So.
When you had said you'd had something you'd never had before, I thought you were going to say an audience.
That's not.
You're still not funny, Sam. Sam, you're not.
No, that was out of line.
That's rude.
I apologize.
Did you get slammed on your head possibly? Maybe. You
No, that's probably what it was. I shouldn't have said it. I apologize.
Phil's our guest today.
Nah, that was out of line. I'm sorry. It was
the part of Rich Foss will be played by Sam Roberts today.
What do you like on a bagel?
Everything.
Oh, you just said that. Okay, you just said tuna
cream
fish or white
cheese,
fish. Yeah.
All kinds.
But also, what kind of bagels do you get?
Yes, that's what I meant to
I
ask.
like all bagels. I like all kinds.
An everything
I don't
bagel?
discriminate. I like a garlic bagel, an onion bagel.
I heard that
everything
you got bagels that are not the best for breath. I heard. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Have you been speaking to anybody who's been kissing me recently?
I just heard that you had got bagels that, typically speaking, would not be considered good for post-bagel breath.
I'm not. It's not like there's going to be any kind of coital circumstance or anything after the bagels.
What kind of bagels would that be?
Like a garlic bagel.
We have footage on all of this, Sam.
Oh,
should we take a look?
Yes.
Well, why doesn't Phil have a bagel while we enjoy? Why don't you crack those open?
Do I have to eat one? I'd rather not eat. Will that add to the element?
No, Phil's saying that we should be eating on the air.
I'd rather not eat one right now if you don't.
All right. You take one home though?
I'll take it home.
Yeah, they're fresh. I mean, they got
them
them
home with me.
I like that I said, "Would you like to take one home?" And he said, "Yeah, I'll take the whole bag home."
It's not stupid.
I might have one if you don't mind.
That's why Troy wanted you to have a bagel so he could have a bagel.
Everybody should have a bagel. Everybody have a bagel.
Are they plain?
No, there's a bunch of different ones.
Ooh.
There's plain bagels in there, but there's also everything bagels.
Everything bagel.
And even salted bagels.
By the way, the best thing I've eaten in 10 years, I went to a Fuck This Nut store.
I went to a Fuck This Nut store?
I bought everything cashews.
Everything cashews?
What do they have?
Cashews that have like everything bagel stuff on them. The fucking best thing I've ever eaten.
Really?
Yeah. Do you like cashews?
I don't mind cashews.
Maybe I'll bring some in for the gang.
What's the argument
What
going
are you guys? What are you sissies arguing about?
What's the problem?
He's mad I didn't get cream cheese.
What kind of fucking asshole gets bagels and no cream cheese?
Wait, you got no condiments with them?
Nothing. Just a plain
Short-sighted.
Bagels for Phil. These are bagels for Phil.
Yeah, but Phil likes treats on them.
He likes tuna fish.
You're screaming into midair. Phil likes a treat.
Mike.
Troy?
Black Sea didn't have tuna fish.
They have cream cheese.
They do, right?
Imagine just ordering just plain bagels.
Then throw it away.
What kind of fucking asshole would do that?
That is a great question.
Mike, you think short-sighted?
That's incredibly short-sighted.
Would you buy bagels with nothing?
No, of course not.
Travis, you really blew it there.
Well, that's why Phil gets to bring them home, and he can put whatever accoutrement he wants on it.
Yeah, but if he was going to eat one here, he wouldn't have anything on them.
I'm not going to tease Phil anymore. I'm going to tease you instead.
You do that anyway.
Stop chewing and eating.
What did you say?
Producer.
People don't like what you know on the air.
Yes, because it means you're alive.
You want to see Phil at the bagel store?
Well, okay, so Mike, you went out with Phil, correct?
Yes.
Was it a date?
No, it was an investigative capacity.
Okay.
So what, you heard Phil the last time he was on the show and you were like, I'd really like to get to the bottom of this?
Well, he's spoken before about some of his sexual appetites.
Oh, wow.
And-
Did he fuck the bagels?
What an opening shot is just Phil in a black jacket staring at some guy in a bagel place. Or is that a Dunkin' Donuts?
That's a bagel place.
Okay.
That's Bagel Oasis.
This is halfway
in
through the
Fresh Meadows,
video.
Fresh Meadows, Queens.
Oh, Bagel Oasis.
It's the best bagel place that I think in the New York area.
Really?
Yeah, it's been there forever.
Do you get them when they're fresh and hot?
They're always fresh. They're fresh and hot.
What town's it in?
Queens, Fresh Meadows, right by the Long Island Expressway.
Oh, okay. That's a long way to go.
Whenever I do a show out there, or if I go to my parlor, I hit the bagel place, as we know.
You do?
Yes.
It's a little treat before or after?
Yeah, after.
So that's where you guys were headed, the parlor.
Yeah, much of this will be covered this morning.
Let's just start it from the
this
beginning
is,
and just see.
Take it from the top.
Yeah, let's just take
Quite the afternoon.
I have not seen this. I know nothing about it.
Okay.
There's Phil and Mike.
There,
Take one out.
my frequent flyer
There's
card
a
here.
punch on the back,
Yes, on the
yeah.
back here. The 8th one is free, and I've already got 4 on this one. And they write the girls' names down on here, but I like a different girl each time.
Variety.
Right,
It's
variety,
the
yes.
spice of
I
life.
used to have right up the corner here, I had this older woman, Jing Jing, that was about 40, but the place closed like 10 o'clock, and it's just, she would keep the top half closed, so I like the younger ones better.
As a child, did you ever anticipate that?
Well, I grew up in Queens. I probably grew up maybe about 5 or 6 miles from here. And when I was growing up, this area was all Irish, Italian, and Jewish. And now, as we know, Flushing, it's all Chinese here.
When you were growing up, was it as easy to track down sexual favors?
I was 9 years old when I moved from Queens. I wasn't looking yet at that time.
Okay, so it was an untapped market for you
Good,
at
right,
the time.
right.
What would, if you were looking back, if 9-year-old Phil Selman could see himself returning to the neighborhood to have sex with a woman in a massage parlor, how do you think that would track with him?
I think 9-year-old Phil Selman would be very pleased. He would. Yes, he didn't get married. He didn't have any kids, and he's got no responsibility, and he can go to the massage parlor at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday.
So this would be the pinnacle of.
This is it. It doesn't really get any better. There's a pot store across the street. The bagel place that we'll go to afterwards is the best bagel place I'd say in all of New York.
Bagels.
And I'm home here. I'm probably the only Caucasian. We have 3. There are 3 more Caucasian guys here than Asians to this point, but I'm comfortable here.
So in many ways, you've won the game.
Yes, I'm winning. I'm definitely winning.
Wow.
Would other people in your life feel the same way? Family, friends? Would your parents, if
my parents are dead?
Oh, I mean, if they could, while they were with us.
My parents knew. My parents were aware of my activities.
They knew.
That's up. Yeah. My father always goes, "Oh, that's no good. You need a companionship. You need a girlfriend. You need a wife." I go, "No, I need to leave. I need to take care of my business and leave." And my mother
That's like that's like the Joe Pesci speech in the garage in Goodfellas. When you gonna bring home a nice girl?
That's my motivational speech right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come in, talk to children about that.
Yeah.
Sex education.
Who's doing the camera work?
AJ.
Good job.
I thought I noticed a thumb in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind once in a while the camera panning to show the neighborhood, but that's hard with like a little B-roll under the dialogue.
There is some B-roll in here. We have a produced version that we're efforting. We figured for today's purposes it'd be better just to go with kind of
sure
aligned clips.
Okay.
I also might like to add, I got up early to do this.
You did, of course.
Because I usually go at night. I usually get up like 3, 4 in the afternoon, and the girl earned her money, shall we say?
What time do you normally wake up?
3, 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, you get up that late?
Yeah, I go to bed like 5 in the morning. 4
I used to do that too. Do the stand-up schedule. I loved it.
Yeah. But so you woke up early, so you go at 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah, I got up at 11:15. But the sacrifices I make here.
That's nice.
And as I said, I wasn't really, I'm getting up early, so I wasn't really, as I said, in the mode of. But there was nobody there, so the girl was able to give me the personalized attention.
You like that?
That you deserve.
Yes, I do.
Yes. And when do you start thinking about the bagels?
The bagels probably right when I'm done. I start thinking about the bagels.
It's not before.
As you're toweling off your belly button, yeah.
As I'm being, with a sanitary,
you think
towelette that burns. I might add. I think they use Clorox sheets on your dick before they put the condom on.
And then you think to yourself, the pleasure is not done yet.
No, the bagels will be more pleasurable.
Oh, good.
And then that 45-minute ride when I get home later to eat them, but I don't eat it there. I like to bring it with me.
Oh,
but don't they get cool off on the way?
It's okay. It's still warm though.
They're still delicious
as long as they're not hard.
And do you have tuna fish at home waiting?
I buy the tuna fish there. They have very fine, good Italian tuna there with
nice.
with olives and they have chicken salad. Everything is good there.
Yeah, you're making me want to go there.
I offered to buy for the boys. They weren't interested. I think they had some kind of Chinese something.
Yeah, we had some pork buns while Phil was being pleasured.
I had
that's not.
I had pork buns of a different kind. So I porked her buns.
Yeah. Let's see more.
That's nice.
Pork, that should be called Phil Selman's pork bun trip. Pork bun. I have to say I've gone to prostitutes all over the world. I'm a world traveler when it comes to prostitutes.
And they're fully aware of this. This comes. How did you first broach the subject with your parents that you?
Well, the first time when I was 15 years old, I went to a place on 47th Street and 7th called the Intimate Room. It cost me $7, and I lost my virginity for $7 when I was 15.
Where does the money for this come from? Does your stand stand-up specifically funded?
I have money. I have money. I've got my stand-up, my investments. I have money.
You've mentioned investments before: property, crypto, index funds.
No crypto. Like a IRA and stuff like that.
Okay, so you're a reasonably conservative investor.
I have people who handle it for me. Yeah.
And do they know that you've earmarked some?
Pause for a second. Are you pulling money out of an IRA to pay for prostitutes?
No, I get dividends. I get a
dividends.
It pays dividends.
Dividends.
You enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I just wanted because that would just be a very atypical use of the fund. But
yeah, I mean the question. It's $120 when I go there. I go there every 3 months. It's $480 a year.
Crazy.
You spend that on a couple of dates. You spend that on a couple of dates.
You go there quarterly.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yes.
That's nice.
Treat yourself.
Yes.
Do you ever go 2 days in a row?
No, it's too far away.
When do you get the urge?
How long have you had that punch card for?
I'm going to tell you something very disturbing.
Go ahead.
That punch card was for the Elite Spa, which was up the street, which was all boarded up. It was gone. So I went in, but they let me use that card at the other place. And when I showed the girl the card, she got a look of horror over her face. So maybe they torched that place or something. So she go, I can't give you back. I have to take it. And she took it. Wouldn't let me. I don't know where she stuck it, but I couldn't get it back. So I lost those 8 trips.
That's too bad.
No, that's not fair.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Hate to hear that.
It's not. It's $120. It's $120 when I. There's a cop over here, but he's just giving people tickets. It's only $120. That's not. I like to go every 3 months. Yeah, so what? Also, what's that? That's $480 for the year. You can go out on a date with a girl and spend that on a few dates and get nothing. This way, I'm guaranteed I'm getting what I want
for the cost of a cup of coffee a day.
Yeah, for $120. Right, that's correct. I'll point.
It's like one of those old man insurance.
Yeah.
It's never much, just what's left after I change $1.
Yeah.
Now this is after.
Oh, so you got in the car.
This is the drive to the bagel store.
Right.
Oh, this is post.
You're discussing what
post
happened.
coitus.
Yes,
I did have a smile. Did I not have a smile when I came walking out of the place, though?
He was quite pleased. Yeah, we had to position ourselves down the block.
Yeah, a block away.
You don't want to
show the actual. I don't want the tongs to kill me.
Of course.
You don't want the actual. The Chinese mafia coming after me.
No, that makes sense. And so, Mike, was there any? I don't know. Did you feel any type of way about getting into a car with Phil Selman behind the wheel?
No, I mean, he got himself there from Rockland. He clearly knows how to drive.
Yeah, okay. I was just wondering.
How'd you guys get
Why,
there?
you wouldn't get in the car with me, Sam Roberts? Would you be afraid to get in the car with me, Sam Roberts?
I don't know. I've always been told to be cautious of who you get into a car with,
But you're getting a guy in a very good mood at this point.
You've ridden in the car. You've ridden with me driving.
I'm sure. Yeah, over the years we've done a lot of gigs.
It's a Toyota. It's reliable.
And he's relaxed.
Yeah, and Phil doesn't have accidents. He's calm.
No, that's true. Sam. That's true. I still probably wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't invite you in my car anyway.
It's mutual.
One day I'm going to see you hitchhiking in Westchester. I'm going to, I'd give him a ride, but he doesn't want to get in my car. Point out to you here. Now we're going further up Northern Boulevard. I'll show you. There are places here too. They go all the way.
By the way, 2 hands on the wheel, Phil. 2 hands on the wheel. 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not exactly 10.
It's like driving in Manhattan. 2 hands on the wheel. I'm going slow.
No, but I'm saying that's very responsible. Phil drives as usual, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Long Island. The Chinese have just pretty much all the way up here, all the way up Northern Boulevard here. Whereas it used to just be that particular area, but now they're just extending all the way up here.
And with Chinese investment in the neighborhood came a series of, I guess, rub and tugs is sort of the colloquial term for it. But you say that more goes on there?
Meaning?
More than just rubbing and tugging, sexual intercourse?
Right, sexual intercourse.
And that's what you went in for today?
That's what I went in for today, yeah. Right off the bat, I said, no massage, just sex.
And it's that blatant?
Yes.
Could you pause for a second?
You skipped the massage?
Why no massage?
I don't want a massage. I'm just coming for sex. I get a massage myself. They always start with like a cheap massage, like on the knees and on the chest.
Why not get your money's worth?
Get to the meat of the.
You're not paying more for the massage, are you?
It's the time. I'm paying for the time.
Does she blow you without a rubber?
No, they use blow you with a rubber.
Oh, you like the rubber?
No, but I'm used to it. I'd rather not get blown with a rubber, but got a protocol. Use protocol.
I can't stay hard in a rubber.
I don't have a problem.
No.
Too snug on you? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or I go limp and then they lift up and you can hear the crinkle of it as it falls off.
But I think I balanced out because the time I'd been there before, I hadn't been there in a while, and I remember that it was rather quick. So I guess it all evens out. And then and then the woman said to me, "Well, Indians come quickly." I'm not an Indian, so I still don't know how to read that. You know, Indian guys come quickly.
I probably thought you were Indian.
I guess Jew, Indian, it's all the same to those people.
I see.
There's not a code word involved.
No.
There's just
not a Get
no
Smart
massage.
episode.
Just
I don't want a massage parlor.
And that does. I mean, do you ever worry that you might?
Was the girl pretty?
She was attractive.
But
I didn't have a choice, but she was the only one. But she was pleasing. Because if she was not attractive, I would have went to a different place.
Going with Mike's questioning, though, I get where you're coming from, Mike. Like, what if I just went in there looking for a massage?
You could get
They would all quit.
It'd be cheaper. No, I think a massage is like $80.
So you tell them up front, like, I'm here.
And I walk in, I go, no massage, just sex. And then they always move me to a different room and give me slippers and a robe, which I'd rather not put on.
No, you think
you
that
don't know who had that on.
You don't think they've been laundered?
I don't believe so.
No, you're probably right.
I don't think so. And I had to ring. I was like ringing the bell too because it was in the afternoon. As
Sure.
I said, it's like a deviant. I'm getting up to go to the massage parlor.
Do you kiss the girl?
No. I think the girl kissed me on the cheek
That's
afterwards
nice.
to be nice, but no, there's no kissing. I think I've kissed like 2 or 3 hookers in my life, so because they like me. But that's
nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, because they like that's nice. Every 3,000 hookers, you get one who kisses you.
Sure. Connect.
And that does. I mean, do you ever worry that you might walk into the wrong one and they might say that's
Then I walk out. Then I leave. Then I just leave. They're not going to turn money down. Once you're there, they want your money.
So do you think that even if a place didn't traditionally offer sex, if you offered them money for it, they might be?
I would say so.
They might be willing to do that. How do you pick the girl? Are they just assigned to you?
You just got to sign. They just got to. I mean, if it was somebody I really didn't want, I would say no. But I've always been pretty. I don't like them with a lot of tattoos. There was one with a lot of tattoos one time. But
Sorry, Troy.
This one was nice. This one kissed me on the cheek. She said, "Oh, you're very cold." Because I was standing outside for a while.
Yeah. So what about if you go to the same place over and over?
No, they have always all different ones. It's always different ones.
They kind of rotate.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a girl?
This other one on Main Street in one of the buildings further up where we were originally when we were talking. I had this other one. She was probably about 40. Jing Jing, and I went to her. I told you like 3-4 times, and then I went there once at 10 o'clock, and it was closed, and then I just never went there again because I was angry. Because as I said, I want to come.
You established a vendetta against the.
Why were you angry?
Because she was closed. And I texted her. I said, "Well, I'm coming. I'll be late." And, the boss closed early.
And that was it. That's the final straw.
That's
When's the last time you saw her?
Oh, that was probably a year and a half ago, maybe.
Do you miss her?
No.
Right.
She used to text me, but I don't.
Right to strike 3 with you.
Why don't you have her come over?
No, they don't. They won't do that. I don't think because they're probably locked up in the back or something. They're probably. I don't think they're allowed to.
That'd be a shame.
Because I've texted with some of them, but it's always it's worthless. It's worthless It's worthless texting with any women, but particularly with a whore. I got better things to do.
I get that.
I mean, like what?
Yeah. What are we gonna? What are we gonna?
What are you talking about, right?
Yeah. What are we gonna talk about? Yeah, I'm not there right now, so.
Do you think you have intimacy issues?
Me? Intimacy issues?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Possible.
That's okay.
When's the last time you told a girl you loved her?
When's the last time you were held?
Yeah.
That was the last time I was held?
Yeah, just gently caressed.
By the whore. I'd say the whore gently held me.
I mean, even the language that you use to describe these women, it just it feels like
the lady of the evening.
There's a disconnect.
Does the lady of the evening make you happier? Or?
It just, I feel like
How about sex worker? Does a sex worker please you?
You may
like
have some intimacy issues.
It's all right.
Okay.
But that's the worst of my problems.
I wouldn't say that.
They'll park on the street for free. They have these karaoke bars where they have these hostesses with short skirts that'll sit and that you can fondle them a bit, but I don't know if there's any actual sex. I've never gone into one of these places, but I'm aware of them from the internet. But I just I gotta you rent the room for I think for like $150 for an hour, and then they sit there and they as I said, you can I guess caress them, but I don't think there's any sex involved.
What kind of internet sites lead you to that kind of business?
Just from watching my Asian porn, basically.
And what, they're just little pop-up ads?
Karaoke. As I said, karaoke bars where
when you say that Asian porn leads you to that, is this via an X videos or Pornhub site or?
I don't know. You want to hit pause? I don't know if we want to call out websites and brands.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, probably not. No.
I mean, they're just websites. We say Pornhub all the time.
Yeah, but if you're saying Pornhub or X whatever led me to this thing.
Oh, there's ads though.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Yeah, no, I'd probably say that's
All right,
probably
hang
not the
on.
greatest idea.
No.
Not gonna get sued by Pornhub on the street, or they,
Probably not, but
they can sponsor me.
Here, Phil's
That's
talking
true.
about Phil's talking about what kind of videos he likes.
I'd like to hear about that.
yes.
Their clothes off and leave them naked on the street, or they're like laying on the street, and they come and and molest them. So I enjoy that. Not that I would ever do anything like that, but I do enjoy watching it.
And is this like a staged thing? Like
sometimes it's staged, but I think for the most part it's.
So for you, there's nothing to the dating process where you sit down and get to know a woman.
I
and you
can
have
do
a
that. I'm good. I mean,
conversation.
I'm good at that. You know, I talk to people for a living. I mean, so I can do that. But you know, why you have to do the small talk and the bullshit involved? I'd rather just get to the point.
To lead to release.
Right.
You ever run into any
Release,
STDs? Any?
That's right.
Really, it seems to be the goal here.
I think that's right.
Understandable, yeah.
I think that he's not. The emotional connection is more what you were thinking of, but Phil is always focused on that physical release.
The day was very much centered around the release of seed and the consumption of bagels. Those seem to be the priorities. But if you get a seeded bagel, then you're eliminating a step.
Pleasures.
Pleasures.
Just pleasures.
Pleasures by Phil Selman.
Short-term pleasures.
Pleasures by Phil Selman.
Yes.
I like whores. I like bagels.
Phil's
I like
pleasure
to smoke
tours.
pot. Thank you. This has been a public service announcement from Phil Selman.
Hey man, if you know what you like, and you can make that the center
as
of your
opposed
life.
to you with those that Jersey Mike shit that you like there. That
Jersey Mike's is
Mike's
good.
very good.
I
Jersey
know.
Mike's is great.
Have you eaten it?
Yes, I don't like. It's not
what-
worth what it costs. Give me a good hero from an old an Italian place. A real
They're also
authentic-
great, yeah.
Be like a discount.
I don't want I want something that's good.
What's wrong with Jersey
I
Mike's?
don't like it. It's one step above Subway, and I don't like Subway at all.
They cut their meat.
Subway's terrible, yeah. I think Jersey Mike's is fresh.
Yeah.
It's expensive for what it is, though. It's expensive for what it is.
It's not a value, you think?
I like Blimpies. Are there any Blimpies?
No,
They're gone.
They were the
Blimpies are-
best, I know.
Yeah, there's
And
only
then,
like
and
a
then there was
couple of
that,
them
and
left.
what's that New England? There's a New England chain. I remember I went
D'Angelo's?
to D'Angelo's. Are they gone?
I know, I see them once in a while.
They're still there.
We enjoy those.
Yes, we like D'Angelo's.
Phil and I went to them on the road.
New England.
You did?
In New England.
We
yes.
were very,
Those
very,
were the days.
very much looking forward to those when you could find them.
Yes. Because the eateries are the pleasing part of the trip there.
Always.
And as I remind again, you and I did do a show at the place where people perished.
Yeah, I don't remember
in Rhode
that.
Island. Yeah, it was for Brian Deary.
Oh.
It was on a Sunday after we were in Springfield with Vinnie Brand for the weekend.
Wow.
And it was a big place made out of wood, and there was nobody in there. It was like 8 people there, and I said, one match, we all die. And then little did I know the pyrotechnics were coming years later.
Sure, yeah. You called it.
Those are big, thick sandwiches.
Yeah. I like D'Angelo's.
D'Angelo's.
Yeah. They are good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, D'Angelo's is good.
Jim's going on an 8-hour road trip to Cleveland.
Driving?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I know. I'm regretting it already. I've never done
I
it.
used to do those trips, and at least it's not. Is it going to be snowing? No, it won't. You won't hit snow at least.
No.
You might. It's still April. It's still,
I know. In Ohio,
By
it might.
Cleveland, it snows in Cleveland like 9 months out of the year.
Yeah,
Have you
it's-
been? You've been to Cleveland before?
Many times, yeah.
Not one of my favorite places.
No, a lot of big, fat, meaty vaginas there.
Yeah,
though.
did you ever go to
They
the
had that?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I've never.
I went once.
Okay, I've never
I wasn't
been there.
blown away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the only thing of any worth there, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have the Chopper posters there on display, not for sale.
No.
You don't think so?
No, I can't believe I missed that fucking gene.
It was on sale on eBay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which place are you playing?
Hilarities.
Is that in Cuyahoga Falls? No, that's a different one.
It's a good club. I'm not sure. It's in Cleveland.
Okay. Is it on the flats? Is it by where they consider?
Don't know.
Okay.
I've done it once.
Because the last time I played some big club there, I was with Frankie Pace. Frankie Bastille.
Okay.
Frank Bastille guy. You remember him?
I don't know him. No.
Yeah, you know Frank Bastille.
Is he dead?
And he's dead. And Franklin Ajay.
Oh yeah. Franklin, I did a tough crowd with him once.
He was nice.
He was in Stir Crazy.
No.
He was in some movies.
Yeah.
Car Wash.
Was he?
I think so.
You still cool with him?
I don't know him. I mean, he was nice. That's why he was nice. Probably.
When did you
I
work
never
with him?
worked with him. A long time ago.
Oh.
The last time I went to Cleveland, and I vowed never to come back because I said it like 3 or 4 times, and
Was that in the 2000s or before?
it was in the 2000s. Because it snowed. I've been there in a lot of bad snowstorms.
Yeah, it's miserable.
And the women there are not the best looking women in that area.
I like a big vagina though, and I found a few there.
That's like when you went to
The
that
Midwest.
That's like when you went to that the Heartland.
Yeah.
That's like when you went to that massage parlor and it was closed. You vowed never to come back. When you make a vow never to come back,
That's correct.
you're not coming back.
That's correct.
You're a man of your word.
I'm also very faithful to my brands and my things that I like.
Sure.
You like
You know what
you like what you like.
We all
D'Angelo's.
like what we like.
That's right.
I like
I mean,
Jersey
I'll have
Mike's.
Jersey Mike's once or twice a year, but
Sure.
you know, it's not. It's expensive for what it is.
Do you ever have the chicken cheesesteak?
No, we had
So good.
chicken cheese steak. There's no steak involved. Why is it called why isn't it just called chicken and cheese?
Well, because the chicken is cut up the way you would a cheesesteak.
Okay. Can't argue with stupid. Can't argue.
Nailed it.
You can't argue with stupid.
No.
We try every day. It just doesn't work.
You ever run into any STDs, any STD scares?
The only STDs I ever got was from a girl that I thought I was going to marry that I was in love with.
Oh.
And that's the girl who jaded me. So that never from anybody ever again.
So you've been going to sex.
I've never had
all over the world.
And
What did you say,
all the
did you
girl
say
women
jaded
I
Jew?
I didn't say that.
No,
I was,
wait, what did he say?
I was singing a lyric from the song Jaded by One Aerosmith in their prime period, the late 90s.
All right, continue. Love with. And that's the girl who jaded me. So that never from anybody ever again.
So you've been going to sex workers
never had
all
it.
over the world.
All the women I'd say I've been with. It's in the 400s the amount of women I've been with.
Nice.
I'd say like 430, 440. And
Look
the only
at
time I
you.
ever got anything was from a girl I was dating.
Of the 440, what is the ratio of professionals to
It's funny, people always-
personals?
Funny, I have one friend who goes, "Well, prostitutes don't count." Of course they do. I would say it's a third, or probably maybe the well. Now let's say probably maybe let's say 55% are probably with hookers and 45%.
What a great estimate.
55% is
55%.
It's more than
I like
half.
To get technical. I like to
Yeah.
get technical there. Get my stats out and look at my spreadsheet.
More than half, but not a lot more than half.
Yeah, 55.
55%? Because you're probably weighted heavily towards this part of your life, whereas earlier in life, maybe less.
Oh no, I've always seek the pleasure of working women. Always.
Good for you.
Yeah, I respect
You
it.
like what you
Nothing wrong
like.
with that. There's nothing wrong with
Sure,
that.
no.
I don't think there is either.
Cut to the chase.
Yep.
That's right.
Cut to the chase, and then I can get my bagels.
Yeah.
Or
The
whatever,
bagels.
or whatever kind of
Sex
food
is
it
transactional in many ways. Sometimes it's just money. Other times it's, hey, I'll date you, but I want this, or I want that, or I'll marry you, but I want this,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking for a bagel.
Not interested in it. Yeah, sure. If anybody wants, maybe I'll find someone on the street that'll blow me for a bagel.
That's possible. I'm not
By
saying...
the way, I'll be walking by to my car. If anybody wants a bagel for a blowjob, we can exchange that.
That could be good.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll even put a poppy bagel on my cock there. I can put the bagel on my cock, and you can like blow me. And
You call it a cocky bagel.
There you go.
That's fun.
Robust sexual history.
Yes.
Ah, the bagel store, the ambiance of the bagel
good.
store.
I thought that was my theme music. I got scared.
That sounds very good. Ooh.
This is just
I mean, you probably could have edited this
footage
part.
of Phil buying bagels.
No, I mean just this moment.
Yeah.
It's silent.
Well, he's buying bagels.
Yeah.
Setting up what's coming next.
Building anticipation.
Yeah.
Well, you could have just started with.
We know generally how bagels are acquired.
Yeah. You could have just had him walking away.
Well, it's an immersive experience.
Yeah, it's like a Tarantino movie.
It felt Tarantino.
It did.
Yeah.
The bagels have been procured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the bagel.
No, that's true, because if you had gone to a shot and he had bagels, I'd sit there going, well,
Where
how
did
did he
the
get
bagels-
them?
Yeah, were they magically placed into his hand?
I don't
Yeah.
understand. Where's the continuity?
But watching in
And now you understand.
yes, watching in real time as the change is given.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Nice natural walk
I
out.
like two
Yeah.
garlic bagels, two onion bagels.
Oh.
And I like the spicy tuna salad.
Spicy juice.
And you won't take 4 bagels down in one sitting.
Oh, I will.
With a
But, you know,
container of tuna salad.
Yes.
How long does it take you to get through all of those?
It takes me longer to cut them than it does to eat them. Pretty quick.
You
So those will be gone. What inside of
I'll eat those tonight. Yeah, that'll be gone in probably like 10 minutes. They'll be gone.
4 bagels?
4 bagels with that's probably like a pound of tuna there. or maybe like 3/4 of a pound.
Can you pause for a second? Am I weird that the bagel stuff is by far the most interesting stuff to
I'm
me?
fascinated by it.
Well, that shows where your priorities are in life.
I'm
rather hear about food than my sexual escapades.
I'm far more interested in Phil downing, and maybe just because we didn't know it was coming. But
yeah. Maybe next time we should come film me eating 4 bagels there.
Well, it would only take 10 minutes.
I mean, we could do it with the time stain. Do it quickly. Time elapsed.
With the spicy tuna?
Yes.
Does it indeed take them longer to cut them than it does to eat them? I'd like to know.
And you have 4 bagels, and you have your little tuna and chicken salad?
I have my
spicy
my
tuna.
thing that I have tuna. It's probably a pound, so put $1/4 pound on each bagel.
You'll use the whole container?
I'll use the whole container and the 4 bagels.
A $1/4 pound of tuna on each bagel?
Correct.
10 minutes.
I think I once ate 8 bagels, but that was,
What do you drink?
Diet iced tea.
Iced tea?
Iced tea.
Not a Diet Coke.
Well, yeah, you got to watch your
diet iced tea.
Diet iced tea.
I drink all diet beverages, yes.
Because you don't want liquid calories.
The diet soda is bad also. Diet soda is not good for you.
Not good for you at all.
No.
But it's tasty.
If you think so.
Yeah.
Is this all you'll have all day?
I like the Turkey Hill iced tea.
Diet iced tea.
Diet iced tea, yes. The green diet.
It's a good question from Troy. Is that will you just have that one meal all day?
Yeah,
You'll just kind of load up.
One meal. Yeah.
Oh, that's your whole day's worth of it. Okay.
I generally once a day.
But how do you do that where you eat at like 10 o'clock at night and then you're up till 5? You don't eat again?
Well, no. I'll usually maybe go eat at like 5, 6 o'clock. I'll go eat in the daytime. Go to my favorite diner.
And then nothing else for the rest of the day?
Nothing else.
Keep in mind, if you've got 8 bagels in your stomach, it tends to
4.
sit.
That was one time.
But it's the ritual of eating. Like a lot of times I'm not even hungry. I'm craving eating and I just eat.
What was your order of 5 guys?
I had 4 hot dogs, 2 cheeseburgers, bacon, lettuce, and tomato, a grilled cheese, and a large fry, and a bacon shake.
Damn. I could see not being hungry.
$70 worth of food.
But still, that's all day. That's satiates
I
you.
also had tried these new edibles on Saturday. They're 200 milligrams each.
Nice.
And I got up at 10 p.m. on Sunday night. They were very strong. I had 2 of them, 400 milligrams, because the package is 2,000 milligrams, and I didn't think I was getting up.
You slept.
I slept
Did you
for
feel
a long
rested?
time. Slightly, yes.
Yeah.
We should use the bathroom real quick.
Oh.
Who's we? I don't
Well,
even
I
know.
have to. We have to break, yeah.
We don't have to break, do we?
No.
10:20.
No, we don't have to break.
No, we will.
I want to know what Phil got at the diner.
But that's going to be the tease when we come back from break.
That's the cliffhanger. Phil Selman is going to be
dining with Phil Selman.
Liberty Hall in Ansonia, Connecticut, April 29th. PhilSelman.com. We'll find out if he eats the bagels after this.
Yep.
It's Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Back after this. Here they are. Jim and Sam are back.
Welcome back. Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Phil Selman is with us. Phil will be at Liberty Hall in Ansonia, Connecticut on April 29th. You can go to philselman.com for all that information. We've been monitoring some of what he does in his free time. We got to really go in depth and become ingrained in this aspect of your life, the things that bring you pleasure.
Yes, a day in the life of Phil Selman. Very pleasing. Very pleasing.
You like this?
Yes.
What do you do when you're not going to a massage parlor?
I exercise, I read, I go to the movies, I like to go to plays, concerts.
What's the last good movie you saw?
Last night I saw that Exorcist, the Pope's Exorcist.
Oh, with Russell Crowe?
Terrible.
It looked bad. It looked like a shit movie.
The Air was good.
Air was good.
Air was good, and Paint with Owen Wilson was also good.
Do you go to the movies and watch?
I go to I have the AMC thing where I go 3 times and go 12 times a month for $6.
Now, when you go, what do you do? You'll go during the day?
No, I go at night.
You do?
Yeah.
Nice.
Get some popcorn?
Sometimes.
Sometimes nothing?
I bring my beverage and some candy with me.
You pack it in, you sneak it in?
I pack it in, yes.
They frown upon that.
They don't care. They don't. They're happy to see me.
Are they?
Yes. I'm a frequent member.
Sure.
Of, AMC,
what kind of candy?
AMC Plus. I like M&Ms.
Yeah, me too.
I like Kisses. I like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yep.
There's no chocolate that I don't like.
You get the most bang for your buck out of that Stubbs membership, huh?
Yes.
Good for you.
No, A-list. A-list. A-list is the monthly membership.
You just show up and show them your card?
You do it on the app. You can show the card. You just reserve the ticket on the app.
And you go 6 a month?
I probably go like maybe 8 times a month. 2 times. You can go 12. You can go 3 times a week.
Oh, you can go 12.
You can go 12 times a month.
So you see 8 films a month?
Yes.
What did you think of the Mario Brothers movie?
I'm not going to see that. That one I won't see.
I didn't know there were that many interesting movies out a month to see.
There's not.
There
There's
really,
barely
there
that
really,
many
there really
movies.
aren't. There really aren't.
Have you seen any twice?
No. I think the last movie I saw twice was Forrest Gump. I saw Forrest Gump and Animal House many times.
What's a real pile of shit you saw recently besides the Pope one?
They all run into each other. I can't
Oh,
even.
you're just
I
kind of
can't-
going.
I can't even.
Are you lonely, Phil?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
I like to hear that.
I'm not lonely. Why, are you lonely?
No, I mean, I have my moments, but I mean, you're saying you're going to the movies by
I'm an
yourself.
only child. I grew up as an only child.
You're used
so
to
I
it.
am used to doing things by myself.
Okay.
You don't want
and the comedy, traveling with the comedy
That's
by
true.
myself.
You don't want a partner in life?
Maybe one day soon.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. I mean,
when
sounds
I
a
go
little
find something in Asia, I'll find a young woman in Asia.
I
that
forgot about
bring her
that.
back.
Yeah, bring her back.
But you got to get that cash.
That's right. I have the money, then I can do
You
all
will.
those things. Yeah.
First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Succession.
Is that what you? Well,
First, get the bagels.
yeah.
Sugar. The bagels. You don't need anything else for the bagels. I've got the bagels and the porn. What else? More
Yeah, it really is hard to top. Getting it fucking blown a load and then eating bagels with tuna. There's nothing that can follow that.
Well, are you worried that if you did make a trip to, Asia, that you couldn't find a good bagel spot?
I can go. I like Asian food too.
Okay.
I like everything but Indian food. I like everything but Indian food. Because it all tastes like curry and smells like curry.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times they use curry in the food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's play more.
I was just about to say the same thing. Yeah.
Calorie bomb. Do you just?
but I watch myself. I'm very careful with my.
It has like a
catch a predator feel.
So these
to it.
trips to Queens
I
really
would say
are.
the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, like where are these questions leading to?
It does.
Like at the end of this, Mike's gonna tell you you're free to go.
Yeah.
You're free to
We're
go.
gonna pull the car over.
Unless you have anything else you'd like to say, you're free to go.
You're free to go.
I do listen to his podcast every morning before coming in.
That's a lot.
Who, Hanson?
Hanson.
How
yeah.
is it?
It's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
he breaks down every predator he's caught for the Predators I've Caught podcast, and he kind of catches you up on where they are in life now and what it was like interacting with them in the Sting House. It's fantastic.
I won't pretend I'm not interested, but it just like every day seems like a lot.
Well, Sam,
You think it's for research?
you
Sam?
watch wrestling every day.
Every day.
Yes.
Every day.
I'm not interested in
So
that.
will you watch the episodes first and then listen to the podcast corresponding?
I've watched most of them. I'm a huge fan of To Catch a Predator.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to sit there and be like, hey, I'd like to talk about Jeff Sokol, and you're going to go, I need a refresh.
Yeah, there's no who is that.
Right. These are celebrities.
Mike
We're talking-
Vestal pops up on the feed. I know.
I wouldn't know any of their names.
You don't not even Sokol?
That name is familiar from
the
this
pizza
show.
one?
What?
Is he the
Jeff
pizza?
Sokol's
Yeah,
the
he's
pizza
the pizza
one,
one. Have they gone into the guy who just came to get something to eat from the McDonald's?
He was one of like the earliest.
He was on the
episodes.
first To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, his one doesn't do it for me. I like probably Sokol is probably my favorite. John Dupuis is another. The Steelers and the Ravens. That whole Connecticut sting was incredible.
Does he go over the cases a little bit in the podcast so at least you kind of catches you up?
Yeah, he goes into like depth, and he'll interview like family members or like ex-wives of the guys too.
No, but does he play audio of the original?
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
you kind of get caught up. You don't have to watch them. You can just get caught up in his podcast.
Yeah, it's great. No, he reads the chats. Yeah, he's disgusted, and he talks like here's a 40-year-old man talking about jacking off.
What's the name of the
with a
podcast?
teenager. Predators I've Caught.
Oh, right, okay. Good for Chris Hansen.
Road trip. Catch up on eps.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't have any podcasts I listen to. I don't listen to anything.
Yeah.
Tempting.
That'd be good. Well, except for performances of Black Diamond from the 1970s.
No, but that's not a podcast.
That's not a podcast.
I was on We Might Be Drunk. It just came out Sunday night. I haven't heard it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't listen to myself on
Right, but I mean, I just don't listen to anything. did Chris D's podcast.
I don't listen to podcasts either.
No.
I've never listened to a podcast.
You should start a podcast, Phil.
I was doing for a while there. I was posting things on Instagram and Twitter, and I wasn't getting a response, and I got discouraged.
No, you just keep doing
I'll
it.
try again.
Yeah.
I start doing my movie reviews.
What? Yeah, why not? Phil Selman's movie reviews.
Yeah, because I do go twice a week, so I should do that.
Might as well make some content. Then you could write off your AMC membership.
There you go.
I also have this. I want to go review the pot places. I have somebody who wants to do that. That wants to film me going and reviewing like all those places.
Is it Mike?
No.
No.
Some guy who has some kind of a channel or something, but we'll see.
We'll
We'll see about that.
We'll see. There's a lot of irons in the fire right now.
Yes, and I may start doing shows with one of the husbands of the Housewives of New Jersey.
Oh, that's huge.
Yes, so we'll
That's
see.
huge. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Got a lot of irons in the fire there.
Yeah.
Of course, the Adam Sandler one is out for the moment.
That's been cooled off.
That was been cooled off.
Very safe
I wanted
to
to kill
touch.
when I left there. I wanted to kill myself. I was very
get
unhappy
that.
when I
That's
left.
not
there.
necessary.
But
I
I was
mean,
very unhappy because that Newark area is just all very congested and built up, and I don't like Newark.
Yeah.
I don't care for Newark.
that's a pretty safe bet. Yeah, I don't either.
Right.
But
Yeah, you can't get backstage.
I vowed to never go back to Newark ever again. I've never.
Oh,
The
boy,
time-
when you make a vow.
The time before was when he was playing at NJ Pack, and I could have got back to him, and I didn't. But I'm never going.
How
back
could
there.
you have gotten back?
Because
to
it's into a theater you can get backstage.
Oh, you weren't invited. You were going to sneak back there.
Well, I gave my card to somebody, and I'm sure they disposed of it.
Right.
But
Right.
I will get to that man. I will get to that man event. I will get to Sandler event.
How many times have you seen him live?
How many do you think?
I have no idea.
Once, just once.
No, you just named twice.
NJ Pack
No,
you didn't go to.
I didn't go to NJ.
Oh, you
Pack.
didn't
No,
end
I
up
didn't,
going.
I didn't buy a ticket
Oh,
at
gotcha.
NJ Pack.
Yeah, you're talking more as a fan. Let's just went
Yeah,
once.
I'm not.
I thought you meant.
I'm not a fan. I wouldn't call myself a fan.
You're not a fan.
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan.
I got you.
Okay, fair enough.
That's fair. Let's go back
Watch
to
myself. I'm very, very, careful with as far as my eating goes.
So these trips to Queens really are a thing of indulgence.
Yes, and as I said, what? When I have a show, if I do a show like in Queens or in Long Island or whatever, I stop at the bagel place on the way back. I do stop at that place on the way back.
And the order is always the same.
The order is always the same. Yeah. Sometimes they may not have the garlic or I'll get an everything, but I do like them with like onion or garlic is what I like. We're an everything bagel. And I always get 4 of them.
Nice.
I love this part.
I do too.
And you really
I like the clicker. I
Yeah.
like it here. I feel like I'm in the back seat.
There's an ambiance.
Yeah.
Everything bagel. And I always get 4 of them.
And you really consume 4 bagels right in a row.
Could you pause for a second? Mike is never. I mean, he's had so many outrageous interviews, and
Never
this is
flappable.
It's the only time I've seen him just befuddled, like thrown off his game. Like,
Well, because
what
if
are
I was,
you talking
if I was going to
about?
buy myself 4 bagels, I'd have maybe 2 now and 2 for later.
Right.
When you get hungry again. So 4 inside of 10 minutes was truly probably one of the most shocking things
It is crazy.
I've ever heard
Yeah.
in my many hours of
Mike
of
interviewed
interviews.
car salesman asking if you can masturbate in the car,
This was more shocking.
and he didn't skip a beat.
By far.
Yeah.
Because you also, what people are failing to factor in is you're talking about these 4 bagels. There's also a pound of spicy tuna
Yeah.
fish.
Do you like Einstein's bagels?
Nah, not particularly.
Okay. Because if I had Phil to the house, I'd want to have bagels there for you. I just would want to get ones you like.
Bagels are bagels. I mean, New York, all New York bagels.
Dunkin' Donuts
New York
bagels?
Not
Go to
so,
H&H.
not so much. Not so. Yeah, the H&H one is good.
They're
Is there
good.
Black Seed? You gotta like Black Seed.
I never had it before.
There you go. You got a dozen of them.
Wow,
You know,
It was
I
a baker's dozen.
Wait, is there 12 in there?
There's 11 now.
There was 13.
Consume
I
4
might
bagels.
go home and overdose. I might eat all the bagels, and they'll just be dough coming out of all my orifices, and I'll be dead with porn on. My pants will be down. I'll have a bagel in my mouth. And
Tuna on your chest. Perfect death.
that'll be that'll be my Lenny Bruce way of going out.
In a coma due to carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Yes, from bagel with porn and a bagel in his
It
hand.
does sound good.
My dick in one hand and a bagel in another.
Yeah.
What else can you ask for?
No,
Nothing.
tugging your dick, knowing you have some bagels and some fucking pretzel nuggets with mustard and Diet Coke. We like different things with them, but God, would that be a nice day?
You like pretzel nuggets?
You fucking have no
How
idea.
about the pretzels with the peanut butter in them? Do you like them?
No, I'll eat a few of them, but I like a pure salt, maybe a nice fucking, nice ruffle potato chip, sour cream and onion.
You dip it in mustard?
Mm-hmm.
And it goes well with a jerk.
Everything, yeah. As soon as you blow your load,
Have a Diet Coke?
you have Uber Eats bring you some nice fucking treats.
Can you imagine an Uber Eats driver bringing pretzel nuggets and a Diet Coke?
Fucking
A
God.
little mustard on the side?
Uh-huh.
Yellow.
Yeah, love it. Now,
Deli.
Thank you.
They should. I've always said this. They should have an escort service that brings pizza. If you're gonna like an escort pizza combination pizza delivery,
That would be nice.
That's perfect.
Nice
You're
hot pie.
covering both your needs right there. And
Yeah.
It's just, nobody's ever done that before. Why?
You-
why does
you know
nobody
what the
come up
problem
with
Because she'd probably eat it on the way over. She'd be hungry.
What's the problem with that? It's
I've never-
illegal.
No, I've never been sexually attracted to the Domino's guy.
Why do I? Why
don't
is he here? Why is he here? My God, really? What is it?
Not helpful.
Why is
Not
he
helpful.
here? Where is he?
Not helpful.
This is not a wrestling match. This is real life here.
Yeah.
You're right.
Jesus, things he comes up with.
I know.
It's insane.
Has Voss rubbed off on him, or is
That's
he just
probably what it is.
dropped on it when he was young? What happened
I
with
don't
you?
know, man. I don't know.
And
I've
Sam,
just-
there is some precedent for pizza-based eroticism. We all remember the pornographic series Big Sausage Pizza.
I'm not sure I do.
Well, those women ordered a pizza, but it was delivered by a man with a rather large member.
Oh,
and then they were able to enjoy both the
it's a
sex
double entendre.
and the pizza.
Was there actual sausage on the pizza, or was that just in reference to the genitals?
I think typically his penis served as the sausage.
As the sausage.
Yeah, but Travis can pull it up if we'd like a look.
I can't. We're watching Phil.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Yeah, don't defile my image with something like that.
Yeah, pornography.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Nah,
Pizza porn? Ugh.
Big sausage
Bagel
pizza.
porn, yes. Pizza. Oh, no.
Restart it. Hang on. Give
What
me
are
a
you doing?
Come on.
Come on, you boob.
Take one out.
My frequent
We've seen this already.
show. If I do a show like in Queens or in Long Island or whatever, I stop at the bagel place on the way back. I do stop at that place on the way, on the way
And
back.
the order is always the
order
same?
is always the same. Yeah. Sometimes they may not have the garlic or I'll get an everything, but I do like them with like onion or garlic is one I like. We're an everything bagel. And I always get 4 of them.
And you really consume 4 bagels right in a row?
Last Friday, I had to get up early to get a blood test from the doctor, and they brought breakfast bagels back to McDonald's, and I had 4 breakfast bagels and 2 hash browns. But that did not sit well. The older I get, the funnier.
Didn't sit well?
Yeah, they're very greasy. They're not as
Did
good
you
as
have
they-
to shit?
I just felt like I was going to die all day.
Okay, yeah.
Because I went to sleep, eat them, and then go to. It's always good to eat that kind of stuff and then go to sleep.
How often do you exercise?
3 times a week.
All right, good.
I have a treadmill and an exercise bike in my apartment.
Okay.
And so I do an hour 3 times a week.
You watch TV while you're doing it?
Yes.
What do you like to watch?
Various things I record. All stupid stuff I record.
You like to DVR?
Yes. It's full now, as a matter of fact. I had to skim through there. I had to
What's
watch
it full of?
I had to watch a Catfish episode last night and help I'm in a secret relationship to get through my thing there.
You like watching stuff on MTV? You like watching stuff for the young people?
I like to watch people get rejected. I really enjoy watching. That's why I like to watch America's Got Talent. There's nothing better than seeing somebody's dreams shattered on television. And that's why I like to watch The Bachelor when they reject people. The Bachelor. I love to see people rejected.
So you like Catfish because they go, I'm really in love with this person, and they meet him. It's not, they were lied to.
I think that show's becoming a little fake.
Did you see that Manti Te'o documentary?
Which one?
That's very good. He's that football player who got catfished. Manti Te'o. It's on like Netflix. Watch that. It's great.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch
About catfishing.
Mm-hmm.
You like Nev? Nev? The host?
Neve?
Yeah.
Not particularly.
You don't like that guy?
He wears a lot of jewelry like Voss now.
Well, he's been doing very well financially.
This is true. He's like a classier Voss.
That's right.
But that did not sit well. The older I get, the funnier I become.
Whoa.
And I just keep doing it. I'm more choosy about what I do, but I'm more funny and I just keep doing it. And there's just a lot of people that have fallen out. A lot of people. Another reason I think why I never got married, never had any kids, was because I would have had to get a regular job. I wouldn't have been able to, live this glorious lifestyle. I would have had, because that's everybody I know who had a family had to get some kind of a day job.
But there are plenty of comedians who are married, right?
Yeah, I guess. There's also a lot of them.
That's a good question, Mike. That's a very good follow-up.
It was a very, very,
just for clarity.
very meat and potatoes question.
Yeah, that there are people who manage to
poked a hole in that, right?
Yeah.
I might add, he had pages of notes. I was very impressed.
Yeah, Mike does his homework.
He's a reporter.
He's prepared.
He's a reporter.
Very dutiful.
Very well prepared.
Do your prep.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
yeah,
if you were married with children, you probably couldn't just take a day out of the week for escort and bagels day.
Oh, I'm sure I would. That would always have to be the case there to be able to do that. But
your woman will have to understand.
Have to understand.
I get that.
And of course, when I have a girlfriend, we don't talk about my prostitution experiences.
No, you keep that under your hat.
Yeah, we keep that under.
That's for you.
That's for me.
Or find one that it's down with that. You can find that.
True. Well, I have also dated some girls that were of that ilk too.
Sure.
Which isn't a problem then.
No.
Good for you.
Yeah. Kind of a day job.
But there are plenty of comedians who are married, right?
Yeah, I guess. There's also a lot of them that have been married a number of times. I know some guys. Bob Levy, I think, is on. When I saw him last, I said, "What number wife is this?" 4. He's been married 4 times, Levy. You know, he's out of his mind.
So it was one or the other. It was marriage or the lady comedy.
Yeah. I'll probably go home and go back to sleep.
Back in a minute.
What a day.
I would normally be getting up about this hour. I get up like I go to bed like 5 o'clock in the morning. I get up like 3, 4 in the afternoon.
Even if you don't have
that's how
gig?
I
You get like 11 hours of sleep?
I went to college. I need my beauty rest.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I must get my rest.
It's pretty good. Do you ever miss the sunlight though?
I take vitamin D.
Nice. I bet you
I
give
have
that
vitamin D deficiency.
You probably give that vitamin D too. You know what I'm saying?
Leave the jokes to the professionals.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Phil's a smart guy.
He is.
You think he's right on that?
Yeah, he's Phil hit a home run there. He's correct.
Yeah. When you're on the money, you're on the money.
It also a little taxi cab confessions also.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's a very HBO like late '80s doc feel.
This is like the most professional thing I've ever done, and I was that Californication. The other things this is the most professional thing I've
Is
ever.
that the 59th Street Bridge?
Yes, I gave them a ride back.
Let's get the opening for taxi.
I drove them a ride. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, how much room did AJ take up in that back seat?
I wasn't looking behind me.
I would
I'd
imagine,
have to
though.
check with him.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, there might be some mustard stains.
Yeah.
He's a space filler, that AJ.
He is. Nice boy, though.
He's a great guy.
He's
Love
a good
him.
boy.
Love him.
He does outstanding work.
Last time I had I had a large man in the back seat. It was Joey Coco Diaz, and he had rubbed chocolate all over my armrest. I found that out like a year later.
Why did he do it?
Because he's a fat fuck.
On purpose or
Fat,
by
floppy
accident?
Fuck. He's
Did he
a
do
fat-
it to spite you, or did he do it just
Mistake.
because he was messy?
Probably because I told him you can't eat in the car, and then people have to be so fucking covert about it. You know, I don't
see.
want anybody eating in the car.
I don't like people eating in my car either.
Yeah.
Will you eat in your car?
No.
Pete, how about M&M's?
No.
Okay.
No. Well, something that might be Tic Tacs. I've been on a Tic Tac binge. Tic
There
Tac,
you go.
They don't make them.
No.
You're very upset
I'll
ab-
drink beverages in the car too.
You're very upset about the Joey Diaz incident to this day?
Yes, I think he'll write something bad about me in his memoir.
His
that's
memoir.
coming out. Yes, I think he's writing something. I'm reading Mark Schiff's memoir now. Very good.
You good?
It's very good.
Very good.
All right, we got 30 seconds.
Yep.
Go to bed like 5 o'clock in the morning. I get up like 3, 4 in the afternoon.
Even if you don't have
That's how
gig?
I've always. That's just how I've been. Since I went to college. I'm a college graduate. I went to Boston University. I've just always been nocturnal.
What would you study at
I started as a theater major. I got thrown out for punching a teacher in the face. I ended up with a degree in sociology, criminal justice. I was going to go to law school. I graduated from college, become a comedian, or go to law school. I came home. I was working at Bloomingdale's, and I got mono. And I thought I was going to die. And I had talks with God. And I said, if I live, I will do comedy and entertain the masses. And the rest is history.
It's a little dramatic.
Very interesting.
It's true. It's all true.
You punched the teacher?
Yeah, he pinched me on the ass in front of everybody.
Wait, was he kidding or just actually flirting?
He was gay, and he pinched me on the ass. And he goes, "You don't know how to play." You know, it wasn't for me.
And he gave you a pinch on the
He pinched
fanny?
me and I got mad.
And you socked him?
Yep.
Did you knock him to the ground?
Yes.
Nice. Good for you, dude.
Gina Davis was in. I went to BU with. Yeah.
Do you think she'd remember you?
She does remember me.
She does.
She doesn't want to speak to me, but she remembers me.
Oh.
She doesn't?
And, yeah, they always remember me. They just don't want to speak.
Do you
to
think she remembers that knockout incident?
me. She wasn't there? It was just me and him.
Why
I
would
was
Gina
actually-
Davis-
I was
Oh,
act-
it wasn't
I
in
was
front of the
getting-
class.
I was getting. I was bad in ballet, so I needed like extra remedial ballet.
Do you still remember any ballet?
No, horrifying. I burned the leotards and tights. I burned it. It's horrifying.
So he pinched you on the ass and you decked him?
I decked
Did he? What did he say?
You're going to be thrown out of the school.
Did you tell them he touched my hiney?
I left. I had enough of that. And then I was like building scenery. I had to take stagecraft, and I'm a Jew, and I'm using tools and wood, and I'm getting splinters.
Well,
These aren't things I want to do.
that's what Christ did.
Well, that's right. He was the last Jewish carpenter.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm not good with wood and tools.
Why do you think Gina Davis doesn't want to talk to you?
No, I probably haven't gotten to her. I haven't really tried. I'm not looking for anything from her.
Right.
Not that I'm looking for anything from Adam Sandler, but one
Couple of bucks.
One day.
Couple of bucks.
No money. Just put me in a movie. Throw me in a movie.
A little love.
For free?
Just something.
A little
Hey,
something.
He could put me in a movie.
It would kill
He
him.
could do something for me.
A walk on or like one or two lines of your guy working in a
He
store?
put Don Ippolito in a movie, and he put him in that Benchwarmers movie.
Yeah.
But he was up for the Water Boy for the main part, but it went to Blake Clark. He didn't get it. That's what, originally the Water Boy.
Was for Chip Scooney?
Well, he auditioned, but he didn't get it.
He was in Q&A. Chips always pops up in, he was Otto's roommate for many years. They're very close. He pops up in these little, he played a drummer in the background in Q&A. And in Goodfellas, he's one of the guys arresting, I think, De Niro or something, or one of those guys.
He did a lot of Law and Order episodes because he had a cop uniform.
Yeah.
And Bob Woods lived with him also.
I never knew Bob Woods.
He was very funny. Nick Carmen lived with him.
Didn't know him.
Mike Egan lived with him.
I love Mike
He had a lot
Egan.
of people live with him. Mike Egan has a walker now.
Does he?
He's using a walker now.
Oh, he's still doing stand-up?
I think he needs like a hip replacement. He doesn't want to get it.
Is he still performing?
I guess he is.
He's a very funny guy from Jersey, Mike Egan. I think he was from Jersey.
Yeah, he's from Jersey.
All right.
He's also on his fourth wife.
Not you though.
No, not me. Not me. No wives from me.
None.
Don't need that.
Not yet.
Well, not yet. No.
We'll see.
And I think in my declining years, when I'm old and declining.
Sure.
When do you think
next week?
Yeah.
You think it's coming soon?
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm healthy. I'm very healthy.
You are.
When do you think you start declining? If you've only been on the upswing so far.
My father lived to be like almost 92, so
Right.
and he had everything wrong with him, but he had it treated.
Mhm.
I'm very healthy. I have a doctor for every part of the body.
You do?
Yes, a hypochondriac.
Good urologist?
Good urologist. Well, I haven't going to see a new urologist, but hopefully he'll be good as long as he has small hands.
Well, sure.
Where your
I used to go to
penis
this urologist, Russian urologist. He was like a horse thief that was violated.
Yeah.
Fucking get fucking that big fist in your ass there with it.
Yeah.
It was horrifying.
A horse thief.
Fucking Russian horse thief. Always go. You want to go to like an Asian urologist? They have small hands.
Delicate.
Yeah, give me an Asian with small hands. Well, that's my massage parlor scenario. If I can get
Same
a checkup, I can get a checkup and the prostate massage. You get it all taken care of at once. Give me a release and.
Yeah, and a clean bill of health.
That's correct.
Phil Selman is going to be performing at the Liberty Hall in Ansonia, Connecticut, April 29th. Go check him out then. All the info is at philselman.com. It's always a pleasure, Phil.
Pleasure.
Good seeing you, Matt. It was very funny. Tonight, I'll be at the Fat Black Pussycat doing the hour. And then this Friday night, you can see me in Cleveland. Saturday, sold out. And then in May 19th is Bethlehem. May 20th, Montclair, New Jersey.
We'll see you tomorrow.
This has been Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Listen whenever you want with the SiriusXM app. Free for most subscribers. Download it today and start listening outside the car.